What's going on, everybody? Just restarting my game. Let's see what they've got in store for us with the X-Magica. I'm pretty pumped up for it. I believe you can hear me. I think you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Otherwise, no harm done. We'll be loading in very soon. I think a lot of people are trying to get in the game right now because I am getting the spin wheel and Wi-Fi sign. They're like, check your Wi-Fi. I'm like, I checked my Wi-Fi. You check your Wi-Fi, Kabam. You check your Wi-Fi. Stop telling me it's my fault. I know it's not my fault. I think a lot of people are excited for this. This was like when they gave out the free Love Day crystal the other day, the 7-star. It was tough to get in the game, man. People like, I want a 7-star. Give me a 7-star. Give it to me. I saw a lot of you did get 7 stars, even the non-Valiant. That was awesome. I saw the comments. I'll get to those comments soon. The game is loading up, and we will go directly to the screen. Whoa. Oh, boy. Woo! 7-star Hero Crystal Selector. I see Juggernaut on the cover. Are you serious right now, Kabam? Are you serious? They're just going to be like, you give us 600 or 6,000 units, and for free, we will give you Juggernaut. I mean, I got to say, I like the Moxie, Kabam. I like it. I like it. And it looks like there's 2 offers. Is it 2 also up there? What is this? This is going to be fun. This is what we're going to do today, folks, for those of you tuning in. And I see all the names. Jason, Rye. Hey, what's up, Red Guy? Aiden, Tobias, Gabar, Artemis, Chris, Mugiwara. What is up, buddy? I'll say hi to Eric twice. I said hi to Eric like in my mind before I started the stream. I saw you there. Fumancha. What's going on, buddy? Oscar. What's up, dude? The Sleeper. Not worth 6K. Let's debate this. Let's do it right now. Let's do this right now. We are doing this. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to have fun. We'll see what the event is. Hopefully we have a good time with it. I know I'm going to have a good time. I hope you come along with me on this. We're going to start a poll. Is Jugs worth it? Is Jugs worth 6K units? I think that's a simple yes or no. I think it's a simple worth or no. Yes or no. What's up? Peltzarino. Love that name. Butchered it with the pronunciation, the accent. My very American accent came out there at the end. Peltzarino. I was like saying queso. What's up, guys? Oh, it's a class selector? What? Oh, it's not just Jugs. It's not just Jugs. This is why you should always finish reading. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's not for Jugs directly. Okay, so we got to change the poll. We're closing this because I don't want people thinking that's Jugs. I don't want people thinking that's just Jugs. Here, we'll redo this. Start a poll. Is class selector, probably not how you spell it, worth 6K units? I was all ready to go in. If it was truly Juggernaut, I was ready to go in. I was very ready to go in for Juggernaut. It's a Nexus class crystal. I love all these various terms they've added on to make it as confusing as possible. It's a mythic Nexus class crystal. We'll add the word mythic. That will make it sound cool. Let's see. I'm getting a message from someone who I really want to. Yeah, absolutely. Shoot, I am not good enough at Discord. There's like one person who knows what the heck I'm talking about right now. And let me see here. Let me see what we can do about this. If I can figure this out very quickly, I'll do it. If I can't, we'll just move on. Let's see here. Almost there. We've almost landed the plane. And Plane has landed. Don't take off your seatbelts just yet, though, okay? We're not at the gate. We're not fully at the gate. I see you standing up. I see you. You guys want to get off the plane. I understand. Buzz, if you're out there, man, feel free to join. Let's see here. Okay. Aiden, you think it is worth it? It's a nexus, so that means 3 of them will show up. You guys are right. Let's go ahead and read the mail. Let's read the mail here. Oh, no. I needed more of these. This is great. I only have like 8,000 of them. Thank you.
What's up, Vega?
What's up, Fuzz? Everyone, this is the Hot Fuzz, who you've heard me mention many, many times in my war videos. Planner extraordinaire, incredibly talented player.
Thank you.
Fuzz, do not adjust your volume. Do not adjust your volume at all. But if you could say a few things. Let's say the last meal you ever eat, what would you like it to be? If you could just tell us that for a few seconds. Bring in
my question.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Hey, this is my stream, my friend. Welcome.
That's true.
The tables are now turned. The tables are now turned. And everyone, let me know if his volume's coming in well. Yeah.
It's got to just be a nice filet mignon, baked potato, and some nice pan fried green beans.
Ooh, I like it. I like that a lot.
With a good piece of bread, like a good artisan bread.
Give me a solid bread. Give me a solid. Now, does
Asiago cheese, just white bread?
Here's my question though. The person making it, you said artisan, and that I think that word that is very common. It's like I go to a bar nowadays and I'm like, give me a beer, and they're like a microbrew, and I was like, no, just give me a goddamn beer. You know, like I don't care. I don't care how little the brewery was. I don't care if it's a microbrewery. You know, like
for sure.
So like artisan, I get it. I'm aware. I'm old enough where I've lived in the world where things were simple, and then now everything's got to be farm to table. It's got to be like artisan. It's got to be micro. It's got to be special and somehow because they want $20 for a beer, right? So they're like, we need to somehow convince you that your $20 was worth this beer. So
I'm not saying that like Wonder Bread is bad, but
exactly
I don't want Wonder Bread with my damn filet mignon.
Yeah, so I hear that point. Like it's just the way it is. Like I got kids, right? Yeah, I got kids, and I'm aware. So I try to feed them organic stuff when I can, and try to keep the sugars low when I can. But sometimes, man, like Skippy peanut butter is good. You know what I mean? Like it just tastes good, and don't try to make me feel badly about eating it. All right,
hey, Rye gets on me all the time because at least once a week I have a bowl of ramen.
What's wrong with ramen? What?
Nothing.
Right.
He makes fun of me.
Jesus Christ, right? Okay. Everyone's like, can you please?
And yes, I do know how to adjust my volume, Rye.
Oh, so his volume's good, right? Like, because I can hear him wonderfully. So I'm assuming you guys can. All right. Let's get back to the action at hand as we further discuss what is wrong with Rye. All right. Here we go. So double energy recharge. Okay. Magic Heist Arena, which I have a feeling is what we're eventually going to end up doing today. And we'll get that done. Magic Heist solo event. Okay, so we'll go ahead and check that out. As you complete your daily arena objective, you will be earning points towards the Magic Heist solo event to gain. Okay, so this is how you get that 7-star Nightcrawler. In case you can't tell, I'm like a horse with blinders. They're like, here's all these other things you get. And I'm like, I want 7-star Nightcrawler, just 7-star Nightcrawler, just give it to me. Be warned, however. As Inferno Nexus crystals will only be stable during. So as much as I'm making fun of it, and I said this sounds like a Harry Potter book, I do actually really like that they're fully embracing it. In case you haven't seen the thumbnail, I'm fully embracing it. I think this is cool. So you're sure to claim your treasures from. All right, cool. All right, so that's good. And then here's the deal. Those who become Valiant. Uh-oh, Paragons are about to show up angry. Where are the pitchforks, Paragon? Let me see those pitchforks in the chat. Let me see them. Let me see them. Okay, so Valiant. 7-star Nexus Selector. Random choice. Man, I don't know. I do not think that people should go for the 6-star. I really don't.
I don't think people should go for the 7-star unless they have an absorbent amount of units.
Yeah, I think that to borrow the term to kind of keep it in, I think terms that everyone can understand. I think that's like a Scrooge McDuck offer for whether you're a whale or you're a free to play grinder. I think I agree with you. I think you're kind of like you're swimming in your dollars or you're swimming in your units. Because and the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is I mean, one, if you want to have fun, go for it. For me, I'm big on if you want to have fun and you aren't hurting anybody, have fun. I am not gonna yuck your yum. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as like giving advice, which is why I know everyone showed up. What the heck? My screen like won't move. Sorry, guys. So like, let's say you go with Mystic. Yeah, like if you got those units or you got those dollars and you're like, I want to do it. Like, I want to have fun. This is how many 7-stars, except for Wolf and White Tiger and Scarlet Witch and Deathless. So remove them because they are in the Titan or they are in through content, right? I think everyone else is available. Kushala.
That's true.
Kushala's in the Titan as well. Actually, this pool's a little smaller than I thought it was. Mojo won't be in there either.
No, exclusives shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, actually, okay, hold on. Let me rethink this as we're trying to give advice. The pool is actually relatively small. It'll be America Chavez, Ebony Ma, Mangog, Wong, Sassy, Dragon Man, Wiccan, Sorcerer Supreme, Mordo, and Kindred, and Jugs. Oh, shoot. I don't know. What do you think, man? I'm kind of back on the fence on this one.
It's gambling at its heart. You
Yeah.
could hit the best pull in the world, or you could absolutely hit 3 terrible chances that you don't want.
You know, Rise reminding us.
I do agree. There's good enough champs in every class that there. Hopefully, you even if you miss on your top champ, you still get somebody that's going to help your account out.
Yeah, Ryan and Bobby are reminding me that Mordo's actually in the loyalty crystal. So thank you. Rip Shibby. What happened to Shibby? First of all, hello Shibby. And what's up, Gabar? What happened? Oh, Shibby bought it because I said, Shibby, that's why you gotta wait. You gotta wait. I know Shibby. Shibby's messing around.
He's hoping for the compensation. That's my guess.
Yeah. You bring that up with the Kabam employees. Just mention my name. They will treat you very, very well, I'm sure. Just give them my name. As a member of the... Okay. Literally, I love how Yusafa's in the chat. Yusafa's like, as a member of the Whale Council, I will not be by... You are the Whale Council, Yusafa. You're not. You are the member, the founder, the president, the CEO. Like, and he's not getting it. I think that means something. You think that means something? Bossman's saying it's actually not even a Nexus. Okay, so I think
either.
Yeah. This seems like, what's the chat actually saying? What's the poll? What's our poll at? Our poll's a strong no. Our poll's a strong, we'll end this and move on. Our poll's a strong, do not buy this. This is not worth 6K units. Right, saying maybe it's bugged. Ooh, okay. Everyone look in the camera, okay? I'm very much not saying buy it and then see if you can get a refund. Like, do that at your own discretion, but not like a refund, but, you know, then go to Kabam and be like, hey, it wasn't what you said it was. Just saying. Please actually don't do that. That is a horrible idea. I'm like channeling my inner Jax right now. I'm just causing chaos. What's up, Ghost Dog? You got to go back to work? All right, but thanks for saying bye. Aiden, here's the thing, though. Yusafa isn't after the champs in there. That's a good point. I honestly, though, just, okay, being serious for a second, and then we'll move on to the arena and whatnot. I think you got to have a ton of units. Like, I was watching Intoxicated Gamer, Abdo, and he's got like 50,000 units. And at some point, it's like, what are you saving them for? Like, yes. I think this. Like, yes, it's overpriced. But it's kind of like, for anyone who plays fantasy football and does like a draft or an auction draft, you could go in and decide that like Saquon Barkley is worth, you know, 20% of your $100 budget. But if someone else is willing to pay 30 and you really want him, he's now worth $30. Right? That's kind of like, I think it's good to have us fixed values, but then we have to think about what the demand and what, like, I mean, your units aren't really doing you any good just sitting there. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Fuzz, I decided that you must be a fantasy football player and would know what I was talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I used to play a ton. I haven't played as much recently, but yes, I know a lot about fantasy football.
All right.
Ever since dailies came in, it's just much different to just do daily fantasies rather than like fantasy leagues.
Okay, Dot's got a good call here too, and it's making me think about buying this. Dot saying the only reason I would do it is to hold for someone like Kushala to be added to the base pool. That actually
is what is that one?
No, I think she's still. I think she's still 2 cycles away. But the Titan moves fast. That's only 4 months.
That's very true.
I don't think she's moving out in this next move out. I think she's moving out the following. I think there's a lot to think through, and I do think we should. Aiden saying no, she's won. Fine, what? Oh, Koruki, we're talking about there's a deal here that initially I thought was just a juggernaut. Like I thought you just could select whoever you wanted between these 3 champions. So I thought you could just select it. But no, it's actually a class. And it doesn't, this does not look like a Nexus, but the mail said Nexus. Yeah. Any CCP members here have clarification? Because this feels like something they would update.
Definitely something that needs to be updated, or like a community post needs to be put out on the forum, something.
Yeah, I in all seriousness, one, don't buy it thinking that you'll get a refund from Kabam. Please don't. And also, this is something that either I'm sure Mike or Jax or someone on the team will clarify very, very soon. I just because I've seen them do it time and time again, so I would think that.
We'll let everybody know to claim their heart keys so they don't like get expired or whatever they are.
Yeah.
For the week.
Justin, yeah, I was waiting for the Paragons to show up with Valiant is very, very worth it if it's within your means for fun. And it's never worth it if it's going to cause any mental anguish or stress. Do not do it. You'll eventually get there. But it is worth if it's within your means game-wise and it sounds fun. Valiant is clearly what they're incentivizing us to get. All right, so here's the updated stuff. Battlegrounds should be over. Okay, here's the special daily. Win fights using 6 or 7 star champions in the Magic Heist Arena. Okay, so today may just purely be arena stuff, guys, which is fine. And then let's check this out. I went hard on level up. Not too hard, but I wanted to make sure I got it. I mean, it's free units, right? Like,
yeah, especially with the ISO economy for certain types of players. You and myself, we're not really struggling for ISO very often.
No, but it's smart to point that out because everyone plays this game a little differently.
Of course.
Oh, tender-hearted. I'm not in a tender-hearted mood, but that is cute. Okay. So it's this. Let's see. Let's just take a look at it, and then we'll start the arena, and let's have some fun talking. Complete a Magic Heist special daily. Okay. So basically, if my reading comprehension's good, we just complete these objectives. I like how simple this feels so far.
Correct. And the objectives are pretty much just do arena with 6 and 7 star champs.
Kabam, I am falling in love with this event. Like, I love that it's not, do this, then you get the key. The key will allow you to enter the secret quest, which will only come up once a week. If you don't use the key, it may expire. Then, once in the quest, make sure you take the specific path to turn it in. I understand why they do that stuff, but I'm like, that ain't why I play this game.
Oh, of course.
So magic. This is something that I am I am so geeked up, guys. I feel like this is something that, we covered the Saga's day one news drop on Monday. I think it was Monday. And I was talking about this all sounds cool. Let's see how they actually implement it. This is something that for me, I love this implementation because it's like, look, go do the arena. Cool. When you do the arena, you're going to get these things. These things will help you level up stuff that's within the saga, if I'm reading this correctly, and it looks like it.
Yeah.
And so like, and a couple people did come by and express reservation, which I think is smart to do. But the champions of the saga are like good. Like, so you're happy to rank them up anyway. This just kind of gives you a little, maybe like the atoms, the spreadsheet wizards were like, the way I see it, this can maybe help you make a tiebreaker if you're between some champions.
Oh, completely agree.
I mean, like,
in there's a 4 to 5 gem on one of these champs coming as well, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's secret. Our alliance chat, I know I was talking about yesterday and others were too. We're like, okay, who are the champions that we're now gonna choose between? Who are we, what are the tiebreakers here because of the saga, right? That we're all trying to figure out who to rank up next.
Especially with the next war season, the next battleground season is mystic heavy, I would say.
Yep. Look cool too. I mean, I don't want to slobber all over Kobam at the moment, but I think these things look artistically cool.
And you know what the best part about it is? It's super easy to obtain.
Holy crap. Look at this, dude. This is actually a 7-star 6-stone.
Oh, wow.
Are you guys seeing this? Sorry, chat. I know that we're like focused in on the game. We'll get back to the chat in just a minute, but this is like, okay, I want to start doing this arena because I remembered advising too on Monday that I fully expect this arena to be a brutal grind because this is just so much stuff for just playing the game. Like, there's no way they're giving, like, I'm not going to do like 5 rounds and just have these things.
No, you're not. You're actually only going to have to do 2 rounds a day.
Is there a limit to how many we can do?
So I just did my first 2 rounds and I got my first 2 objectives.
But can you continue earning, or is there a limit?
No, I think you'll have to wait till the next day and then the next day for a couple of days. That's my interpretation of it, because you can only claim 2 of the tickets at a time, and the tickets are what actually gives you the solo event rewards.
Okay. So it's not a catch. I don't want to call it a catch. That's you can't just.
Correct. But within, I don't know, there's.
Okay,
How long is this going for?
I want to ask the chat a question. Is it just me, or are these 2 the coolest Kingpin profile pictures? Because trust me, there's no way in heck I'm going to get first anyway. But like, if I ground out first and I got that one, I would ask them if I could return it for one of these 2. Am I alone in that?
No, I like the first 2 are awesome. I like the top one the best, obviously. I think that one just looks badass.
Really? The handkerchief and the tie?
Sorry. The second 2 to 10.
Yeah, I like 2 to 10 the first, and then I think because of Sweeta and all his videos, I like 11 through 100 next.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the ring, but the middle 2 are just awesome.
I may have to message in the CCP server, be like, listen, I know this doesn't seem important, but can we possibly allow the number 1 person to just choose whichever one they want? All right. Well, let me
21 days to complete this arena, by the way.
But we can only obtain points. Yeah, I should just do it instead of asking you. Let's just start, and then we can catch up on the chat a bit here.
Yep.
And might as well just do Express Arena, huh? What's up? Oh, a lot of people. There's some of the staff, some of the wizards. What's up, Adam? And I think I saw someone saying hello to Max, so that means Max must be here. What's up, Max? Vishnu, what's up, bud? Dude, this just Jabari came out angry. Holy smokes, dude! It's just an arena Jabari. It's
Not
just
letting you hit that block.
no. She's like she is not about it, man.
Pablo, I don't know if the tags are in game for the next tactics, but they should be in shortly. For the Magic Thief and X-Magica.
What's up, Pablo? How do we see this tag? You know what? They might not be in the game yet. Yeah, what Fuzz is saying, because this is kind of cool, and I actually really like this as well. That and I'll explain. You're like, what is cool? What is it that you like, Vega? That I feel like historically, this is something where they would have been like, here's a bunch of new content we're rolling out, and we're also going to put it out on update day. And also, there's the new EQ, and also the new Paragon Gauntlet. And like, I think that feeds into. Are the game sounds loud? You guys let me know. Are the game sounds a little loud? I feel like they are. I'm going to turn it down just a smidge. I think I did. Let me know if that's better, guys. I feel like this is cool because it feels like they're spreading things out a little bit, and I think a potential downside is that they did not wait for the update, and therefore the tags might not be in. That's a very like a lot of you engineers who know these things might be laughing at me, and that's fine. I'm comfortable with being laughed at.
My guess is it'll be announced by the time that we can obtain the 4 to 5 gem.
Any sort of like meaningful rank up gem or something.
Yep.
And actually, on the community post, the initial one, they actually did say who the champions are, but that's still not the tags in game. Mm-hmm. So Artemis, one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this, and I've been just really positive on it, is one, this is the sort of thing that I've been advocating for a very long time. And because I do think it's awesome, and because what I'm reading, you know, it's a live service game, so I think they're constantly trying to see what's working, what do people seem to be enjoying, and then they iterate off of that. But it appears to me that the intention is for this to not be this isn't like a one and done scenario with Sagas. This is what we're doing. Enjoy the game, and we'll continue to iterate on Sagas, and you know, try to improve on them as time goes on. So that's why I was saying, like, I trust me, I feel bad for her. I love that about Photon. God, I love her. Whoever designed her just really knows what he's doing. All right, that's what happens when I try to look at my OBS when I'm playing. This Wiccan wants to kill me.
This game really is just moving in a good direction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
With everything coming out, they're pushing the boundaries to try to, I think, shock us, like with all the stuff that they have been releasing back after back after back after back.
Yeah, dude, I think so too. And sorry, thanks for kind of clearing up where I know I tailed off there, but that's why again, like when I talk about like becoming Valiant, and I say like if it's within your means, if it sounds fun, I really mean that. I don't think this is like, it's not like get Valiant so you can participate in the Saga, because Sagas are going away. What I'm reading is, this is just what we're doing. We think we have this huge, complex, deep, rich game. This feels like a really good way to tie it all together and let people help make their rank up decisions. And if they want to dive into various parts of the game, they can, but they don't have to. Like, that's something I really want to monitor over the next 3 months. Is as a player who doesn't typically do incursions, am I going to miss out on a bunch of rewards, even though I'm doing like Mysterium Battlegrounds, Tier 1 War? Yeah, that's about all I do, actually. I do EQs sometimes, but you guys get the point. Andrew the Rough is here. Is that the real Andrew? Can someone confirm that's the real Andrew for me? It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Plus, I think this is like a good way to, because this is obviously going to be a break week with end of seasons. So good way to fill the week out.
Oh, absolutely, man. Andrew is a fraud. Okay, only the real Andrew would say that. Mr. Fisk, what's up, dude? Definitely a great value for $5. What's for $5? Oh, the daily card. Yeah, so I'm purchasing one daily card a day. That felt redundant. From the web store. And then I will open up the various goodies. Obviously put out a video. It's RNG, so it might be good, it might be terrible. And just kind of analyze it from there. But typical to the other daily cards that have, the daily deals that have come out, they come out hot. I mean, that is a spicy deal. So, all right, so what are we getting here?
I remember when like the first set of daily deals came out, and it was like 2,500. What was it? Class catalysts. So it was a very little amount, and everybody was so hyped about that because we were working towards our first ranked 2 7-stars at the time. Yeah,
it's like everything else. It's like the stores. Like when they first update the stores, they're usually really strong, and then over time they become to where like Battleground stores were this last season, where people are like, "This sucks," and then they update them, and we're like, "Yay! I love Battlegrounds." Yeah. All right, so like I'm just literally entered into a raffle here for doing that again. Well done. Good.
I agree completely.
You can tell like I'm a long time player though, because I can hear it in my own voice. I'm constantly waiting for the here's where we get you, like it
for sure.
But it doesn't feel like it's happening.
No, I think it's just gonna keep going. 8.4 is right around the corner. The Winter of Woe is continuously going. So there's just so much to do.
I just really enjoy this. It's because to me it's like I'd much rather spend my $5 a day buying a daily deal than spend my $5 a day buying energy. Like
oh, of course. More potions.
Yeah, it's like I guess to kind of follow the meal conversation from earlier. It'd be like if I was like, I want to take my family out for a really nice meal. We don't do this all the time, but it'll be fun. And we get there, and they're like, "Okay, Mr. Vega." Obviously, it's not. Well, it could be my real name. And they're like, here's your filet mignon, the bill's $250. I'm like, $250? There's only like 50. And they're like, "Oh, we charge for napkins here." And you're like, what? Why would you charge me for napkins? Like, I don't, like, I don't understand that. That's not the fun part. That's not why I came here. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of how it feels to me.
Yeah, I hope over the next, month to 2 months, the potion economy in this game continues to get better. That's just what I'll say about it all. I know you agree with the whole conversation.
Oh, I absolutely do. I do not fight many Kushalas. I don't think she's a tough defender, but when you don't know the animations, holy smokes.
You don't see her on defense too often.
No, as someone who runs her in Battlegrounds, and she's a war nuke, or a BG's nuke.
100%. She was one of the best mystics in the game, champ in the game this past meta, being able to easily block unblockable attacks.
Honestly, dude, this last war meta, but mainly BGs, especially with like how casually serious I took it, she's moving up in the rankings because like she just was, and like meta defenders, like someone would have the Hulkling and my Kushala would come up, and I was like, bye Hulkling, and then they'd get and then they'd pick up Korg though, and I was like, oh, I'll just use my Kushala to take out that Korg instead, One of the
best Maestro counters in the game. Everybody has a Maestro now.
Exactly. Like, it's like everyone did Necropolis, apparently. All right, so where are we in this? Like, do we...
I pretty much think that you could just keep doing it to get the milestone rewards, but that's just units, gold, and battle chips. And ISO. You get ISO for completing this arena.
Here's the only thing I'm not understanding, and maybe I just misunderstood you, if I understood you correctly, though, you're saying, like, I can't, no matter how much arena I do today, I will not move above 2 of 4 points for this event. Why?
Until tomorrow is my guess when another set of 2 opens up.
But will doing the arena today give me points in this event and it'll just automatically happen? Or do I need to do the arena again tomorrow?
I'm not sure, but my guess is you would still have to do 2 matches tomorrow.
Okay, I mean, 2's really not. Okay.
And then I wonder if they can stack, so you can take a couple days off of arena and then just knock out 8 matches and collect all 8 tokens or tickets that day.
That's kind of what I'm wondering too. Let's see if the chat knows. The chat knows a lot of stuff. The chat's really smart. I think I said hello to hi to Larry. If I didn't, what's up, Larry? So Larry, what's up, buddy? Did they remove the mail about the Nexus? They may have, because the crystal appeared to not be a Nexus. The mail said Nexus, and those are very different things. Those are very different things. What's up, BK? BK Tiger, what's up, buddy?
Yes, in my game they removed the mail.
Okay, T Jarvis, talk about a man who knows a thing. What's up, Titus? Yeah, you'll get 2 tickets every day. Probably the points are gained from getting the tickets. Ah, stick and carrot. So Robin, so yeah, that's the, like, if that's the quote unquote gotcha of this event, where they're like, no, you got to log in every day and do 2 arena rounds. I'm very okay with that. Like, to me, that's a pretty small ask. And I can also see why, from the business side, Kabam side, why that's really good, right? You get your players to log in. It's on our phone, which is already difficult to put down anyway, right? All of us have done that. We're like, oh, I got to check this text. 20 minutes later, we're like, why am I scrolling videos on Instagram? How did that even happen, right? So it's on a device that gets us to continue playing. So that makes sense. They're like, here, you log in to do this, you're going to get some cool rewards. Can we interest you in some event quest? Can we interest you in some arena while you're here? So that's fair. That's fair.
And I'm looking to see, like, what kind of benefits the Saga champs gain in other sets of game modes. That's
not out yet, right?
No, that is not out. They haven't released anything, but they've said that they're going to be able to take, like, they're going to be able to use the X-Magica or whatever it may be buffs in incursions and event quests and stuff like that.
So I'm seeing conflicting information on that too, because when I saw the groups, one of my first thoughts was, will I now be able to go like Mojo? I've seen this example be brought up a lot by a lot of really smart people. They're like, wait, so can I wait to do, if I was considering doing FinCheck, I just made up a person, FinTech CCP challenge, can I now wait till Mojo is all souped up and go do them then?
My guess would be yes. I would hope that would be the way it works.
So a lot of people thought the answer was definitely no. And this is not official, guys. I want to make this very clear. I am not saying that I saw this on CCP.
Well, the difference is it's a special quest. It's not in the 4 or 5 listed areas that they said.
100%. And, like, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I was going to qualify myself. Typically, that's how I would read a document like that. I'd be like, these things were specifically called out for a reason. That's the only way to read it.
So how I would think of it is, like, when relics were first introduced, they were only introduced in certain game modes, and slowly but surely they were allowed in other game modes.
I trust me, I 100% read it the same way, but I feel like I've seen answers that are saying no, actually Mojo will he'll be all souped up everywhere for you.
I hope so, because any little help you can get for fighting that MODOK with Mojo is definitely nice. That was not a fun fight.
Have you done it already? Are you done?
I have. Yeah, I'm done with them. I selected 1 Massacre and 1 Stark Spidey.
that true? Wait, what Artemis is saying? I'm reading that, and I did not know. Is that really a thing? You can block a person, and then you will not ever face them in battle in arena.
Oh. I had no idea about that.
Stupid Doom. Stupid Doom. I guess I wasn't ignited, so I was expecting a bit much.
I'm sure he'll be able to tank this and you'll be fine. Unless he crits every hit after this passive stun.
I'm just pressing buttons right now. I'm hoping. No!
Oh, typical Doom.
That was awesome. So yeah, I'll do one more round, and then if there's no benefit to doing, because obviously I'm not going to get the profile picture. I just don't play the game or the mode, I think, enough to get those profile pictures. As cool as I do think they are. If there's no benefit to this, then we'll move to EQ and just keep talking about life in MCoC. I used my Iceman again offensively in Battlegrounds last night. I stupidly played around. I saw that I had dropped from Mysterium 2 to 3. And I was like, I do really want to get Mysterium, though. Like, I've played the mode very healthily for myself, mentally healthily, and really fought the temptation to just, like, grind. Which isn't good for me. I think it's good for other people.
It's tough the last couple days if you're really just trying to lock in where you're at. Believe me.
Yeah, I see.
That's why I'm glad I have like an alt account that I can go on there if I have the urge to play a couple Battlegrounds matches.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with being in the alliance that we're in. I mean, so many of you guys are in like Celestial, and so you have these places that you are trying to very reasonably hold, right? Like. I don't blame
Especially
you.
Especially with the rewards buff. I want every trophy token I can possibly get.
Yeah. So I'll log on and I'll be like, I want to be Celestial too. But like, it's the FOMO, you know? But I'm happy with how I really enjoyed the game quite a bit the last few months. I think for me personally, investing in war, as much of my time and energy in war has been really healthy. And that's made it so I can't really grind out Battlegrounds. And it's also been really good for me.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's like anything in life. There's always a healthy balance.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you, Indiana, in BGs?
Mid C5.
Celestial 5. Wow.
Yep.
Congrats.
C5. I got, like we talked about yesterday, I got a late start, so I just didn't feel like attempting the C4 push this season because it was just going to be a grind. So I am going to try to do it next season.
Do you guys hear the alliance I'm in, SSX? Like, this is the kind of player where they're like, I got a late start. I didn't really push. I'm only in the top 200 players. Oh, I gotta laugh, man. I gotta laugh. I love you guys. I love you guys. Ah.
Hey, Matt had a good question for you with you having an Ascended Iceman.
Listen, I'll be the judge if it's a good question or not. Don't you come in here and try to tell me what's a good question or not.
I think it's a good one.
It is. Actually, I know Matt's a frequent commenter. I always ask good stuff. What's up? I'm a Valiant player. Can't figure out if I should have sent Iceman, Doom, or Werewolf by Night. I'm not familiar with that abbreviation yet. That's a good one, actually. I have all the other essential champs ascended.
Because we were just talking about this the other day about how Doom, we don't see him as much in game as anymore.
Yeah. It's really weird. So I'll kind of set the table because I think this is a good topic in general. Is, the tier list. I put out a tier list every month, right? Brilliant players every month give their opinion, and it does go through my prism, whatever you want to call it, on its way out the door. And one of the things that's tough is when we talk about it at length is, look, guys, people are going to use this for rank up advice. And they're going to look at a spreadsheet, which we're directing. It's a phenomenal spreadsheet. Mm-hmm. So let's keep that in mind, right? And so, like, my current example is iDoom. I think iDoom is very strong. like the scores that he has, that the Illuminati and myself, and especially Wizards, have like inputted and talking about him. He's a very strong character,
Of course.
but he's not really being used that much. It's like I harp on this all the time, and so some people are like, "Listen, dude, we've heard you say it, we get it," but like too much for me, in my opinion, was put into destroying Bishop.
Yeah.
And then nodes and other defenders haven't come that present that same problem. So when I go and I give him a score, though, for like Battlegrounds and War and Meta, he gets a lower score than a similarly ranked power level champion gets, because when I'm giving you the viewer rank up advice, I will tell you to rank up Iron Man, let's say, the regular old good old fashioned Tony Stark, way before I would tell you to rank up iDoom, because Iron Man, Tony Stark, is going to help you beat up Bishop too. And then, in my opinion, be significantly more usable in a bunch of other places. Even though on general power level score, probably flow, I don't have the sheet right in front of me, but their flow and other ways we grade those champions, they're actually probably very close. They both have dual immunities. They both have an armor up. They both have a really nice heal. They both have kind of like some interesting power control mechanics. They're very similar, actually, on some paper levels. But I think Iron Man, OG Iron Man, is significantly more usable in the game.
Completely agree.
But they just said, okay, so yeah, you agree. Okay, you agree with that.
Completely agree. And then some people, at least before 7 stars, a lot of them were ranking iDoom for the prestige boost.
Yeah,
that was one of the main things.
And remember, before people really were comfortable fighting him and evading his specials, he was serving a defensive purpose in Battlegrounds too. Like he kind of came on strong, and it made sense. I'm tying this together with the Doom statement in question. Is on paper, Doom is amazing. And
he's got everything that you want in a champ.
Yeah, and he's even got like outrageous stats. Like you just saw like what he did to me in a Battlegrounds matchup. And a lot of that's because I was goofing around. But and yet I rank 4 Doom, but I have like a rank 3 Chavez, I have a rank 3 Kushala. I mean, that's where I've put my resources, and I do not even for a second miss not having an ascended rank 5 Doom. Like I don't miss it at all.
And I think it's also because there's so many above average counters to him in the game now that can reliably attack him, where he used to be a meta defender.
Also, and I think this is a bit of the Battlegrounds effect, is his specials, I will still sometimes mess up, especially because I've now become rusty on them again, but he was so present in Battlegrounds those first few seasons that like I was forced to learn his evades. So I imagine I'm not the only person like that. So I think part of what was so fearful about him, and then like you said, we've now got like Silk, even Photon's got with that Sunder where she reduces his crit resistance. Scorpion,
and she can play around his stun with her myth mechanic.
Titania, Spider-Ham, like these are all champions that are otherwise already in your deck likely anyway. So it's just a weird thing, because Doom is like on paper the best champion that was listed in the question.
If it was my account and my roster, I would do Werewolf by Night with the 3 people he listed.
I honestly would maybe do Werewolf by Night as well. The reason why I would maybe lean Iceman is because, you know, there's a chance you pull Werewolf by Night as a 7-star at some point.
100%.
I do think having my Iceman at SIG 200 is really nice. He's not... There are more defensive counters in people's Battlegrounds deck than I had accounted for originally. So people are able to get around him a little bit better. But I still love having him. He's helped me in War when we've needed him. He's a very good bullseye counter.
And he's going to be very good, I think, this upcoming War season.
That's a really good point, too.
With dual immunities, Path 9 is going to be extremely tough.
And just I want to tie one other thing together, because I see a few comments of this nature. And by the way, I need to say hello to Trevor. What's up, Trevor? I want to make this clear. I'm not saying iDoom is bad. He's at the top of the 3rd tier in my tier list, And for those of you who are smart players and you know my channel, you know that you can have comfort that I mean what I'm saying. You know that that's a really good ranking. That's a really good champion. And so when people say, like, I can do this with Idum, I can do that with Idum, it's like, yeah, absolutely. It's a good champion. That's not a bad rank up. But when I need to compare them and give rank up advice, there are reasons why I will go with other champions. So those things kind of exist together and make a lot of sense. He's very good. This wasn't about crapping on Idum. It was just kind of explaining why he's placed where he is and using that as an example for. I also need to say hello to OG Highline. I did not realize OG Highline is here. What's up? What's up, buddy? All right, so let's see what. Is there any
Gavar Onslaught does cover Path 9, but Onslaught is not going to be attacker coming up into these next seasons.
Wait, what is this? Oh, I did the wrong one. Okay, just give me the ISO. This is what you were talking about, how this is going to probably be helpful to people who need an ISO. Okay, well, if I can't... I mean,
so it is a grind for this type of stuff. Yes, this is a grind.
Yeah.
But actually claiming the tickets and then getting the solo rewards is easy as can be.
I mean, I imagine people aren't. I mean, not like. I guess let's just do the EQ then, so I can get that done.
Yeah.
And we'll just continue to hang out. Anyone's got questions about the event or literally anything? Like, I just based on like the last 10 comments, you have. A war planner for 4 Loki, top 10 alliance, who I have a feeling you've heard of, in the chat. You've got perennial top 10 planners, Odysseus, should be McDude, in the chat. Aiden, Illuminati member, incredibly smart player. On call, a guy who says, like, I took it easy this season, only top 200 in Celestial. So hit us up with some questions, and also me. So hit us up with the questions, and let's do this. You saw the best looking player in the game. You are a handsome man, my friend. You are a handsome man. I've met you in person. I've shook your hand. And it is a glorious hand to shake. Mr. Fisk, you have me in the chat as well. And Mr. Wilson Fisk, you got that right. Odie, I'm not super sold on Iceman for a tactic. The tactic, I will admit, when I saw the actual tactic, I immediately started worrying about Danny. Because I don't know how she's going to interact with it because of how she needs to be played.
Like you're talking about, like the well-timed block to be able to get rid of.
Yep.
Yeah. And then go proccing your phase at the wrong time or stuff like that.
Well, exactly 100%. Or will it even proc the phase? I think it will. But as someone who's put a decent amount of time into fighting Hercules and Nick Fury with her and feeling that pain when they've got their...
Oh, it is horrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, and, you know, in war, like, we're so often trying to minimize the what could go wrong.
Of course.
I really am not a fan of this node.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, and it's more just the mental energy it takes to remember that you need to reparry all the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember who I used here. Oh, I used Weapon X and he destroyed it just because constant bleeds.
Yeah, if I continue to do this quest, I'll probably move out because I just don't want to be thinking about what I'm doing. I'd rather think about talking with you all. Aiden saying Danny and Strife seem like weaker attacker options. Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen, right? Like, there were a couple that we all, well, I don't know about us all, but quite a few of us thought would be really strong. For, what was it called? Daunted. Daunted was the name of the last tactic, right?
Yeah.
I
think it was. Or at least they had Daunted on them, because they made me use more potions than I wanted to.
Yeah. I remember they, Kabam updated the costs in the BG store, and I bought it out, and it was expensive. I have very little loyalty.
I am under 20,000 loyalty at the moment.
Yeah.
But I also bought a loyalty crystal at the beginning of last season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who'd you get?
I think I got. I'd have to look through. I know my other one before that I got Arcus.
This has been interesting for me in playing Danny more and more and just trying to, I like the character and what have you. Is her neuroshock damage does more than I thought it would do. I do wish it was higher, but it does more than I thought it would do.
Oh, I got Hulkbuster out of my last one, and he's amazing.
Dude, yeah, you won. Yeah. It's a massive win.
Yeah, it should be. I'm that much of a whale. I can't even remember all the champs I pulled.
Zarafa, talk about a player who knows a thing or two. I just want to use my Sig 200 to send a Nightcrawler ever with the tactic. Don't even care whether or not he ends up being good. I hear that, man. Like sometimes we just even amazing players, or like sometimes I just want to play, right? Like sometimes I just want to play the game, like and I want to play it the way I want to play it. What's up, Grass? Hey, Grass. Good timing, dude. It was like I was playing Danny. I enjoyed your Danny video last night. That was a lot of fun. Good video, man. Justin's got a question there, buddy. I think it's about like Necro and 8.4. I started the fight before I don't have the timer funds to 100% Necro. Do you think 8.4 will give us rank up to 2 to 3 gem? If so, you think 100% or just completion? I think there's going to be some way to get a rank 3 at some point, whether it's forming it through the quest or just a crystal at the end. I don't personally think it's going to be completion though. I think it's going to be exploration for the 2 to 3. Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be exploration. That's going to be the big ticket item in my opinion. Yeah, if I had to bet, I do not think they'll lock it behind an offer. And the reason why I say that is, if I recall correctly, it was Crashed. Crashed is an employee at Kabam, and he was on the stream. And if I recall this correctly, we're going back a bit, he was saying that people build to become Valiant, and he gave a few different pathways to do it. Correct. Yep. During that stream, he said initial completion of Necro, full completion of Necro, spending during Cyber, and then 8.4. But he didn't nail down what about 8.4, did he? No, he did not. I think if it was an offer, I think he would have said, but as someone who speaks live on, video, sometimes we misspeak or we don't, so I don't want to hold him to that. But if I had to bet, if it was an offer, Crash would have said. Because I think that's just, I agree with that. 100%. That's just how that man is. Yeah. Unnecessarily, like they weren't meaning to, but misleading. Because some people, the free-to-play players that aren't trying to say 100% Necro, they're waiting for 8.4 to go for their Valiant push. I think Kabam has kind of, it's never perfect, right? Like we've talked about live service and all this. I do think they have really much learned that even your big whales, they want to earn stuff in game. Like they do. I think it's always interesting when people say like, I earn, and I get it. But like, also free to play earns their units. You know what I mean? 100%. And so, whatever. I'm not looking to start a long debate on that because I don't think I'm paying enough attention to give it the respect it deserves. But I think if I had to bet that the rank 3, and it probably will be a crystal, like a gem of some sort. Yeah. Comes from 8.4 exploration. Correct. And I know you recently formed one and took up Kushala, right? Yeah. That's actually what got me to take up America. Or Photon. Photon. Yeah. And she paid immediate dividends. I mean, to the surprise of no one. Oh, she's awesome. And she's just she's kind of like Bullseye, where she's such a good defender, but man, she's a good attacker. So
she really is.
She's an this is really cool how this has happened. It's like we planned it, which we didn't. She's a good example of, I think if you just look at her in a vacuum, she's nowhere near as strong as Doom as like an attacker. She's like not even close. But because of the way the game is played, defensive ass out of us, ass of our attacking champions, I think she might be better than Doom. Like it's she's at least as good. She's in the same tier on my tier list.
100% agree.
It's just a really good example. That was actually really cool if that came up naturally. When do you think
There'll be rewards.
When do you think April 4 drops?
I think it's April. Yep. I think it's either right before, the week before spring cleaning, or the week after. Spring cleaning's normally around Easter in the States, if I remember correctly.
Kabam Kip came in and just says no. I don't know if they're talking about to us or...
I have no clue.
Yeah. But just a strong... It's not capitalized, so I guess it's not a strong no. It's like a soft no. Doom. No Doom.
Oh,
Doom. Just no Doom. I love Kip. I assume that means Doom is better than Photon? Or more valuable? What about some live Venom content? What's up, Big Evil? That's a buddy from my time in 4BGs.
okay.
Let me get that on the board. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I can't imagine a 7-star rank 3 Doom. That just sounds ridiculous. But as 6-star, I'll take Photon.
I wonder if it's that too, right? Like that's also something that's like almost impossible when we have these conversations. Is like I love Red Guardian. Honestly, I think if Red Guardian was available as a 7-star, he would be very high on my list of rank 3s to like get that done. But he's not, and so like the 7-stars are just so much stronger than the 6s. So how do you weigh that? You know, like how do you when trying to make these comparisons?
It's getting to the point where, there's certain 6-stars that can still keep up with 7-stars if they're ascended, but that list is growing smaller and smaller as 7-stars keep getting better and better.
So I think he might be able to. No joke. If I wasn't so focused on saving resources for my 7-stars, which I am, and then obviously I'm going to do some defensive rank ups, which I'm very happy to do for war.
Yep.
I think I would have him at rank 5 and ascended already. Like I really like him. Yeah.
I think he's a Swiss Army knife.
And he's damn fast, man. He's damn fast. And he's buff immune. He's got that slow, and his slow like. I really like him. I did a whole video. I'm just basically repeating the video now.
No, I completely agree. So like I wanted to bring this conversation, and I think it's a good topic.
Yeah.
With the way the game is moving towards everybody really focusing on 7-stars, how do you think Kabam could possibly implement more 4 to 5 gems, or somehow to get the 6-stars still ranked if you want to rank them? Because right now for me, like I will rank 6-stars for the Alliance and for war and stuff like that, but if I have a choice between a 6 and a 7-star, I'm taking a 7-star every day.
You know what? Hold on. Am I fighting the boss? And that's why I'm not getting any power? What the hell is going on here?
I think that he is the boss of this. If you hold heavy, you gain power. In this quest.
What is this? This node is like horrible. What is this? Who designed this?
And then you have to throw a special before that timer runs out.
So you just sit here and do this?
So I just used Chavez and heavy spammed him. But yes, you do that and you get a massive fury while you're like for every time you hold heavy.
Please
It's
don't.
a weird one.
Yeah, I don't. This is not my idea of a good time.
And the funny thing is, you're still going to get it down.
Yeah, I actually was doing better when I did not know what the node was.
Yeah. Oh, and it has Conflictor, so that's why your soul barb got eaten up.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, yeah, we're Chavezing that next time. Sorry, everybody. And you were making really good points, and we were having a good conversation.
So to reiterate the question, it was how do you think Kabam can implement 4 to 5 gems more so that people can still rank the 6 stars that they want, but also focus on the 7 stars, which takes a lot more resources?
So I've actually thought about this quite a bit, and I gave feedback in the CCP server that I hoped and thought it would be cool if they maybe sold more and or of course allowed people to somehow earn them somehow. We being 4 to 5 gems, and I kind of even gave the example because like when I give that sort of feedback, I want to explain why I think it's a good idea, not just like I personally Vega would like it, right? Mm. And I was like, listen, I bought the early access offer for Bullseye because I felt like he'd be a good defender. I mean, it's pretty clear, and I wanted to put in my battleground stack, and I'll probably now do that for the time being. Any really strong defenders that are coming out. But where I'm playing the game, I now have no interest in, I haven't bought them for Dust. I didn't buy them for Ironheart. And I think that's everyone that's come out this year so far. And I plan to continue to do that because the drop rates are so outrageously low. The chance of getting the 7 stars is negligible. Mm-hmm. And I can't rank, or I'm not going to rank the 6 star anyway. So why would I spend my hard-earned money on this? Like, yeah. Someone who's like, hey, open crystals, if it sounds fun to you, well, like, I'm not going to just waste that stuff. Like, I don't and go around kicking myself in the nuts and being like, ah, it was fun, right? And that's kind of like how I would see that. That's personally how I would see that. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, but if I had mats to 4, 5 or ascend them more readily available to me, I'd be a lot more tempted to go do it. So that was kind of my advice, in my opinion, right? Mm-hmm. And other people said similar things and what have you. But then that forced me to really think that through. And I thought something, and I was like, hold on. What if that's actually the point? Where they're like, listen, Vega, you can hold on to your catalysts all you want, which is what I've done. It's part of why I had so many rank 2s immediately, is I had very few rank 5s. Mm-hmm. You can do that, but we're making you make a choice. Because we don't want people to be able to have a ton of rank 2s and a ton of ascended rank. Exactly. Yeah. They're like, you openly talk about being me again, right? I openly talk about, I don't have Silk, I don't have Werewolf by Night. So when I go into my Battlegrounds matches, I have to ban those champions. And then that leaves me at not a disadvantage because I have a really good deck, but that part of it is a disadvantage because I can't ban Bullseye or Onslaught or other champions who maybe I'm a little worried about fighting. Yep. So I wondered if that's actually an intentional tension point. But now we're moving to a place where more and more players are starting to have rank 2s and people are coming up, right? And so maybe we start to see, and this will actually fully answer your question now, is I think we're seeing it. I think we're seeing it with like that 4-5. This is literally just an event. It looks like I have to log on and do arena 2 times a day for, I don't know, a couple weeks. Like, yeah.
And the BG store update having 25% selectors rather than just 5% selectors. I did notice that. That's a big update.
Yeah, I did not respect the BG store update enough. I think it was maybe you and Bitter who were like, it's better than you realize, Vega. So yeah, I'm going to completely change this team because this team is not enjoyable for streaming to do this.
Couple good comments about talking about variants, and because 4 to 5 gems were for 5 stars when variants were a big thing. That was the main way to get 4 to 5 gems, if I remember correctly, was going through variants.
Yeah, I don't want to disappoint the crowd. I have a feeling variants are on the back shelf.
I also agree. I think they're focusing on a lot different aspects of the game.
Yeah. I think that was a fun ride, and I'm not saying never. And this is not inside info. It's just my read on it. it feels like they're more interested in these sagas. Like when I think through these sagas, I imagine this is a ton of work. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine being the person who's responsible for their, like, look, we need you to create a meta. We need you to pick a handful of champions, a meaningful amount of champions who are good, because we don't want people wasting resources. We need you to add a certain boost to them. We then need you to add on boosts for them to have applied to them in Battlegrounds and in War. Also, it's going to last for 3 months. So any mistakes, we live with them for 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
whoever's doing that needs to get a raise, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
because that just sounds mind-blowingly difficult to me.
And Nam made a great point. If you buy out the store each week, you can get 375% of Tier 6 CC. So almost 4 total catalysts of Tier 6 CC.
Okay, so that could be it too. Like, just to kind of give like real life examples of my account and where I'm at and how this plays out, because that's all I can speak, educated wise on. The rest of it I have to listen. And they did upgrade the amount of Tier 6 class catalysts you can have. It felt unnecessarily large to go to 19.
Yeah.
But when I upgraded Photon to rank 3 recently due to that the Valentine's sale, it was nice that I had so many class catalysts on hand that I was able to do that. In fact, I think I was limited to tech or science at that time because the class catalysts were, it was a lot. It was a lot to do.
For sure. And I'm a half a catalyst away from a rank 3, and I'm starting to think, all right, which class am I going to start saving up for? Because it does require a lot of Tier 6 CC to rank 3 somebody.
So I just figured, it's like, what was he doing? Nova's back there. She's being a good girl, so I was giving her some treats. Yeah. Thanks for helping me focus on the chat, because I do like to do that.
Bitter is a great guy, Cap.
Jacob's here. What's up, Jacob? It's always great to see you, buddy. I think I said hello to Jaeger, but if I didn't, what's up, Jaeger? Zerockla, feel the same about grinding arena for champ. Yeah, more power to the folks grinding them out and doing it. That's awesome. There's just no way. It's just not where I'm at. But I always got to keep in mind, again, on the Kabam side of things, that most people do not have an account like mine. They haven't played that long. It's not that mature. They haven't put as much real life resources into it. And so I really love that. Keep players playing and engaged, because it's a fun game. It's a fun game. And make sure people who want to dive into it feel like they can, and they'll be rewarded for it.
For sure.
Shibby. Yeah, it's Shibby. I'm waiting for my war rewards too. I cannot believe I've done it. I actually.
Who's your most wanted pull out of the Titans still?
Titan?
Kushala Duke?
Dude, my Titans have been so bad. They've been so bad. I have a 660. I think it's 60 Havoc. Might be 40.
Oof.
So it's definitely Kushala, because her awakened ability, and she's where I plan to put Six Stones for a while.
Yeah.
Her awakened ability, I think, would allow me to take war map fights that you guys are very smart to send our 6-star ascended to instead.
Yeah, that pause is just vital. And then also at high sig, if she can take conflictor fights, without having to worry.
100%. Absolutely, yes. Darren agreed, and it's just it's kind of cool actually that there's that much strategy at that level. It does feel initially odd on first glance, wait, this guy's got a 7-star rank 3 and you're sending the 6-star instead, but it's a good decision. It really is.
Richard, I see this game, just thinking about the last year, 14 months since BGs were introduced, how much this game has changed. I think this game still has multiple years left in its life.
MCoC?
Yeah.
I think
multiple years
if
left.
they do it right, they're just getting started.
Yeah.
It's a different game, though.
It's completely different from when I started the game, and I've only been playing for about 3.5, 4 years now. I haven't been playing the whole lifetime of the game, and BGs were the big game changer. I think that was like the next step that this game truly needed to make it go wherever it wants, and then anything they add from here on out is just a plus.
I remember I was on not last summer, but the summer before that. I took a very long family vacation. It's a very long story, but we don't typically take a vacation like this. We were gone for about 2 months, and I remember that Disney Mirrorverse game had come out.
Yep.
And I really enjoy my channel, and I was like, no, I really enjoy this. Like, it's not my job. Like, I have a full-time job, so there's only so much time I can put into it. But I enjoy this. And I was starting to not tire of MCoC, but like the input issues, and I was on this amazing 2-month vacation with my family, and just all these things were going on where it's like, maybe it's time to stop playing the game. Like, it feels, I don't know. And I think
it felt like it was in a never-ending cycle of arena, war, event quest.
Yeah.
Every couple months, story quest.
That's a great way to put it. It was very much feeling stale.
Yeah.
And I think DLL got hired around then, maybe. I believe that's what it was. And I feel like this is all okay to say. He essentially, again, I'm paraphrasing, and keep in mind, this was almost 2 years ago now. He wrote to me, or we were messaging, and he's like, there's really cool stuff coming. I can't tell you what it is, but there's really cool stuff coming. Like a lot. And I was like, look, just like one mode, man. Like, I don't know. And he's like, there's a lot coming. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to double down, keep with my channel. I have, like, instead of trying to find a new game or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's been 100% accurate. Like, there's hiccups. Again, Kabam, not perfect. You guys have seen my state of the games. I mean what I say. But just kind of like how different the game is. This was a champion kit at that point in the time. And this is actually not one of the more bare bones ones. Like,
no, we talked about it the other day with Iron Man having like 8 lines of code or something like that in his whole kit.
Yeah, where's Captain America? That would be a good one, right?
Yeah. I remember before the Ant-Man buff, Ant-Man had nothing.
Where is he? Is there no 4-star Captain America? There he is. I mean, like, can you... Like, no shade. Like, if a champion designer who designed this is watching, the no shade is intended. You designed a champion for the game at that time. But can you imagine the amount of work and time that goes into designing this versus that goes into designing, like, Sandman? Like, it's a different game. Like, not only in the champions that are coming out, but like I feel like they've fully embraced, like, it's still a champion collection game, don't get me wrong. But I feel like champion collection game throwing really hard things at people where they need a specific champion, and they'll either get that champion through either chasing with unit crystals or through throwing units at the problem. Two, with other elements, like I'm simplifying a little bit. Two, I think now we have a game where they're like, this is a really deep, rich, almost puzzle-like game that has really strong, but not full fighting game, but fighting game elements. So it's got that full mental side, that puzzle, that like figuring things out with also some level of actual physical gameplay. And they've blended it together really well. And they've now created modes for that, which is why I honestly, I don't even want to predict how long I think this game is, because I don't see the end of the tunnel coming. I don't see the end of it.
Sky's the limit.
I really think so, because I think this is a game, like, this is, again, like, if we're saying, like, here's the problem. I think it's, because it is so complex, and I think that's good, how does a new player not feel overwhelmed? Like,
oh, I can understand that.
And that I have no idea.
I think that the biggest thing for new players would be don't try to, let's say, don't try to be the top 1% right away. It's just not going to happen. Play the game, have fun, take it relaxed, and then as you continue to grow and get better, then step up the seriousness of your play.
100%, and that is fantastic advice. I would, yeah. There's not much else to say to that. The yes and is, how does Kabam do that? Like that, I just don't know. Like how do they? I don't know. I hope they continue to invest in the early part of the game, the helping players feel like they can progress in a meaningful way, right? Because no one wants to sit there and just beat their head against the wall.
Oh, for sure. We all remember the first time that we went against like the what was it, 5 point something or 6.2 crossbones and stuff like that. We all remember those days.
Oh, dude, I got kicked out of the first alliances I joined because I kept attacking war nodes that were linked. And I didn't know.
Exactly.
Maybe it wasn't war, maybe it was AQ or something, but I recall being like, these fights was really hard, I'm dying, I don't know, it's not my fault. And then they're like, dude, they're linked, like, read. And I was like, oh, all right, sorry. Hobbit, what's up, dude? Hobbit Crumb's here. What's up, buddy? And Pablo, yeah, like going trips down memory lane are fun. You miss Dave, Dorky Dave? Yeah. Dave was a trip, man. Like, really did a nice job, I think, of educating players, trying to simplify the game, and being very entertaining at the same time. Dave, I mean, there's a reason why the guy got hired to do what he does. This node sucks. I keep forgetting the node. I will say there's a part of me that's like, there's no way that it's just gonna be as simple as log on every day, do 2 arena matches, and you get a free 4 to 5. But that's the way it appears. I rank 5 my Apocalypse recently, and it was the motivation, the catalyst was potential war use. Actually, there was a bullseye, very troublesome bullseye placed on a node where it was really helpful to have your sunspot made as a horseman, and so in able to be able to make pathing a little easier, because obviously you need an Apocalypse, and you need an Apocalypse who can take a fight. I volunteered to rank 5 mine. I love the champion. I really enjoy Apocalypse. And it's fun to be able to have a place to use them. In a weird way, this is kind of why I like sagas. Is I think it'll help us decide, like, oh, I'm this champion who I've really liked but haven't ranked up yet, and then I'll have a place to use them. And so to be able to do that for 3 months, I think just sounds really, really cool. And then at the end of those 3 months, you've got a ranked up version of that champion that you kind of wanted to do anyways. Zaraf, I once got kicked from an alliance for opening a 4-star crystal during safe. Oh, I remember those days. That's wild, dude. I haven't thought of that in forever. Hey, Vega, if I could...
That was before my time.
Okay, here's a question. I haven't seen this sort of question in a while, and these are tough, dude. I don't even know I don't know what I think on this.
Is it the Steve and Kyle question?
Steve and Kyle's. Guys in the chat, or people in the chat, because it's not just guys. I see those stats. I know women love my channel. They don't, but there's a couple. Hey, Vega, if you could hit Valiant today by R3 and unduped Iron Man Infinity War, would you do it? I don't think I would.
How close are you to your next...
Shoot, Valiant.
7-star.
Valiant, just to make sure I'm not, because I confuse things sometimes. Valiant's the top one, right? We're Valiant.
Yes. That's a tough choice.
Do you have anyone else that you could do? Anyone?
I'm guessing it's with a tech 2 to 3. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, look at Hobbit and Trevor. I mean, these are really smart players. What's up, Maurice?
It's a different... Duped, I would do it. Unduped, I don't think I would. That's such a big thing, is having a rank 3. But it's also such a big thing being Valiant and getting the rewards from being Valiant.
I know. I mean, even just the daily Valiant crystal is so good. Who was just... there's a really smart player I was just chatting with recently. I think it was B. McGee, who was saying they really like Iron Man Infinity War, and if you're not focused on battleground attack, you know, and it's Trappy. I think it's Trappy that's been showing how good Iron Man Infinity War is on battleground war defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that part of that's the awakened ability there too.
It is. I agree. Having that auto block and power gain in that last percentage.
Oh wait, he's got Rocket though.
Rocket can at least freaking do some crazy damage. I would do Rocket over an unduped Iron Man.
Is your Rocket? Isn't it Rocket Sig ability the one that gives him the
heal block and power drain? I think.
So I know what I speak. I was very tempted.
100.
I know. I kept pulling him early. Like he was one of those ones. I very much thought about taking him to rank 2 early in the rank 2 life cycle.
He was my first 7-star.
Yeah, really? If I remember correctly, that armor break, that heal block he gets off the armor break, it's a legit full heal block. So, like, if a node's asking for a heal block, this counts. It's not like Warlocks.
Yep, and power draining them while having them armor broken, super nice. Or while they're healing.
Or try to do, but you'd have to do all of the Karinas. Those are going to be expensive, dude. Those are going to be real. There's a reason I haven't even done a single one yet. Oh, maybe that's what I should do. Do we have time? Maybe I should do the Lags one.
You could do the Stark Spidey ones. Those are actually pretty fun.
You've done them.
All of them were fun to me.
Are you going to be on call for? Are you going to be on call for a bit? Because I have no clue how to fight that Kang.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah. Why don't we get this down and then I'll. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Infinity War is not a bad champion. That's what I really want to make clear too. It's just like, if it's just now to become Valiant, that means that these are really unique, precious resources. There's not a lot of those rank 3s, right? So we just want to make sure that the short-term gain and price.
With 8.4 not that far away.
Yeah, I don't. This Human Torch is kicking my ass, dude.
At least eventually you'll go Incinerated immunity.
Yeah, that was my plan all along. I just wanted to build up my Incinerate immunity. I was like, I might need it later. Thank you for making it sound like it wasn't a terrible thing. I just wanted to flex. I wanted everyone to see how great MCoC is. I really want Valiant before the spring winter. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure the timeline on when that starts.
There's so many moving parts to all of this like analysis for Steven. Because there's that, right? There's the daily crystal. There's
just the daily crystal, the 4-hour crystals.
And even if you're not a spender, right? Which I'm big on, play the game how you want to play. Like, don't ever let anyone feel you bad about being free to play, massive whale, or anything in between. You know, but if you just have units and you're like, no, what if spring cleaning comes and I want to be able, because like the Valiant offers for Valentine's were so much better, right?
Yeah.
Do I know how many runes we need for 7-star Nightcrawler? I do not. And I looked to see the store, and it looks like the store isn't up yet. because it looks like there's going to be a store for all of this. I'll take a look again. Maybe I just missed it, but earlier in the stream I took a look back.
Nick, I'm not sure about Vega, but I think he's still thinking on if he's going to buy the unit offer today.
Oh, for that crystal?
Yeah.
Probably not. Especially if it's not a Nexus. If it's not a Nexus, I definitely am not. And one of the changes I've made, over the last probably like year or so, or actually I've been doing it for a long time, it's just how well did I stick with it, is, anytime I'm using like real life resources on something, and I would need to, I don't have enough units to just get the offer on its own.
Yeah.
Is I want to make sure I'm getting some sort of guaranteed value. Like just
completely agree.
And
not just based on chance.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Paragon opening. Because then you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
At least with like the new champ, you're getting the 6-star. So you're getting something.
Have a great one out there, BK. YT, yeah, I'll do that sometimes. I've gotten used to it. That happens to me on when I'm watching on mobile. I'll join someone's stream. I've gotten used to it now. I don't know why YouTube does that. They're like, hey, why don't you join a live stream 45 minutes? Like, you're like, no, I want to know what's going on right now. Like, whatever. It's weird. I don't know why YouTube does that. Oh, Kabam Mike said on the forums it's not supposed to be a Nexus. Then yeah, I'm not doing it. I mean, to each their own, but that's not how I want to spend my real life money.
Yeah, Kabam Mike's post is, we are aware of the issue with this offer and are taking it down until we can clarify the content. These were not meant to be Nexus crystals, in parentheses. 7-star Nexus crystals don't even exist, end parentheses. We are measuring the impact of the issue and will have further steps for you all after that is done.
So I gotta say, like, something like that, it's like, because you
how does it get released?
Yeah, because you have to add the word Nexus, right? It's like
it has to be typed in or coded somewhere.
Yeah, there is an element of true like how in that, like I don't know how it happens. Think is saying I have 2 offers for 7-star class Nexus. Okay, earlier in the stream I made a joke about buying. I clarified very quickly. Don't actually buy it. Don't buy it, guys. Like, don't, because you don't know how it's going to end up. You have no clue. Like Kabam could reimburse. They could not. They could like. Do not buy it. Don't. It just. I don't know. Whatever. I don't. Yeah, America's way better for this. Good call. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And you're still not going to gain a lot of power, but her heavies alone do enough damage. Especially if you can hold them a little bit and get that passive fury.
I don't know why I'm so scared of this special 2 right now. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go upstairs and just grab something upstairs. I'm talking like as if you guys are all hanging out in my living room with me. I'm just gonna go to the fridge. I'll be right back. Anybody want something? I'm gonna go grab something very quickly. I'll be right back, and we'll try to do the Stark Spidey Legacy challenge. But I didn't write in the title or the thumbnail like Lagacy, so people click on expecting lags and get really disappointed. Also, I know I'm still right there. I learned that yesterday. That was a fun little moment. I'm gonna go bye-bye for a few seconds and leave you with Mr. Hot Fuzz. I think I am. I don't know if I know how to turn this off. Oh, this is weird. I think I would know how to do this.
I'm not the guy to ask. You know that.
Oh, there we go. I'm bye-bye now. I'll be right back in a minute.
Cyberwick, yeah, BG's finished about an hour and a half ago. Richard, you mean for like hero rating? It's not that high because I don't have a lot of my 3, 4, and 5 stars ranked, but I'll look. Misery Vega will be back shortly. He's just getting something real quick. I got 1,200 heroes. Hero rating is 5.1 million with 21.8 prestige, 21.8k prestige. Misery, this is Hot Fuzz.
Stink's making me laugh there.
But is he wrong?
That would be the fastest deuce in the history of deuces. I had to go grab a little snack. I'm a hungry man.
No,
And I'm actually really happy. Like, Nova stayed in her place that whole time. She stayed in this room. She knows there's treats on the desk here. And
just tired.
Here I am thinking I have a well-trained dog who respects her master. I was doing like a alpha male thing, and you're like, yeah, the dog's just tired, dude. Get over yourself. No.
So what I will say before you do this, put a relic on the Spidey.
Oh shoot, good call.
Makes it a lot easier.
The YouTuber in me wants to go back and make a thumbnail and put a picture of Lagacy on, and the player in me's like, "Don't be a moron." All right, 5 stars. 5-star. Does it matter which relic?
No.
Does it need to be like a like? Is it
It
better?
has to be a 5-star. It can't be a 6.
Well, there we go.
5, 4, 3 star.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just put like the 5-star Hulk relic just for the shocks.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Hulk Buster, I mean.
Yeah. Dude, that rank 2 Guardian with the Hulkbuster.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I saw that.
Yeah.
For the Killmonger fight.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
honestly, there's some others. I will get a video out on this for sure. It's so cool to have Guardian have a real place to shine again. Like,
I think he's a monster, especially if you know the perfect block and can get extra power from that.
so here's the thing, I'm not even that good at it.
And he's still just the solid, very above average champ, great champ.
Oh, I threw him
Right,
to-
saying that's his top runner for 6 stones.
Hoot right.
Yeah,
For 7-star?
yeah, he has a 7-star duped.
The only reason why I said it the way I did is because I think it makes a lot of sense. And this is where I think I'm going to struggle with this initial 7-star, 6-stone, cadence is that like, okay, but like wanting them to be really high sig. And I understand that the logic behind, I understand the logic on all the sides of this argument, I think, but I'm still curious on yours is like, it'll be hard to take him to like sig 35,
Yeah,
because knowing that the end goal's still so far away.
exactly.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's almost like a Namor. Obviously, Namor's a much exacerbated thing. He needs the Sig 200 to where Guardian is still good at Sig 35.
Yeah, that's.
I'm still
Yeah,
see.
you
When
literally.
it comes to mine, I want to put my 6 stones into my rank 3s, but I don't want to give them to Mantis because I don't think she needs Sig 200.
No.
I don't really want to give them to Sassy,
No.
and then my Maestro's unawakened. So I honestly have. I'm contemplating giving them to Shocker.
He's so good.
Yeah,
What's your sig level?
20.
I think mine's 40, and dude, like, it feels so potent
Yeah, that
already.
just extra power is so nice.
But like, it already feels potent.
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, I don't even know what quest I'm supposed to do. Like, how do you?
Okay, so story quest.
Okay, I can do that. Please tell me it's book 1.
Yep. No, book 2.
Oh, jeez.
Act 7. Chapter 3. Last one.
This one, the death may die.
Yep. Yeah, the king.
Like literally, if you stepped off call, I'd be like, "Well, stream's over." Like I have not done my.
I already know which path you're gonna take
Okay.
as well.
I actually that's not true. I should actually correct myself. MSD, Nagase, and Grass, I think all did guides for this, and I did enjoy listening to them. So I have some semblance of a clue.
So in my opinion, the Luke Cage path to your left is the easiest.
Okay. Alright. What's up, Just Thanos? Okay. This is where you actually have to read the nodes and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
This is literally the least fun. What I think I'd rather do.
Here's the short TLDR.
Yeah.
Dex at the beginning and get your spider sense charges or whatever they're called.
Okay.
And then hit them till they die. Don't knock them down.
So this is one of those like make their health bar go down while simultaneously trying to keep mine.
Yep. And then just know that like when you're hitting them, you're going to be placing poisons, and there's redouble determination. So they do get more combat power rate, but they also have poison vulnerability. So you're going to be hitting like a truck.
How much am I going to feel the power levels here? Like, should I boost? I don't mind.
No, I don't think so. I didn't.
You're also very good.
Well, if you have extras, like I'm running pretty low myself, but you can always throw a 10 or 20% green boost on you.
Yeah. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's see why everyone is cheering on Mr. Lagacy. I mean, outside of the normal reasons. Dude, this is bringing me back. This Spider-Man was the first champion to really make me be like, oh, he's different. Like,
that's why I picked him as a 7-star, one of him. But I also wanted MCoC just as bad, so I picked one of each.
The soccer's so good, dude. Is this the node where if I hit their block, I'm gonna get shocked or?
Nope. You're free to hit their block all you want. And you can always power drain them with the heavy.
Yeah, you can tell I've kind of forgotten to how to play this guy. Oops, that's not good.
So a lot of times I just didn't throw specials in these matches. I would throw a special 3 if they were at like 15%, and I would just kill them with the special 3.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first fight. There's no reason not to back out. Over. Nostalgia is one of the reasons why people really like Lags' challenge. I could see that. I'm already immediately kind of enjoying that. It's brought me back. Let's see if you guys can, if this resonates with you. I don't remember the name of the alliance I was in, but my recollection is I was with a group that had a guy named EAJ, Zoli, and others. And I was in my car. I had just found parking. Like I can literally remember where I was. Here in San Francisco, which neighborhood and everything. But I just found parking, and I was like messaging them, being like, "No, this dude's different. Like this Spider-Man." And I wasn't very good at the game. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I could tell like his power level was just significantly better, for lack of any other way to say it properly.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine getting a 5-star back in the day, how huge it was.
Yeah, and at that time, I was just, I was the guy being like, well, I need this champion, better go get him,
Yeah, and then you had the Blade Trinity going with him. I never got to see those days of the game, but knowing what they do, I can imagine how powerful that Trinity was.
So that was such a pivotal time for me in this game. Like looking back, I didn't know it at the time, but I did go out and I went out and got Blade. I had seen Seaton's video kind of saying like, I think Blade's about to be a monster. Because he had like extrapolated, or not extrapolated, but he had calculated the math based on, I don't remember how information was given out those days, to be honest. I don't know if that was data mined. Like if that was, my sense, my memory of the timeline's a little messed up. But he had extrapolated it out, he did it in a video. And so then I went and got Blade. And then Alliance Wars seasons were starting. And Lagacy went to start his own alliance. And he was looking for really high prestige accounts. Why am I doing like... Oh, because he's... all right, forget it.
Yeah, and you need poisons on him to do substantial damage. That's why I was saying don't knock down, because he goes debuff immune on knockdown.
Thank you.
BF, 7-star rank 2 Shocker or Guardian, either of them duped?
Yeah, I stopped story time because I needed to actually concentrate a little bit.
So if it was me, Guardian's more easily duped. I can't speak, but that's what it is. So I would probably go Guardian, but Shocker at rank 2 is just a monster, even unduped. So that's more of just who you like it as a champ. So yeah, after this next combo, you can SP3.
You think so?
Positive. Throw it right now.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Because I was like, I think that's gonna be part of the issue with these fights is just the.
There's one really annoying fight on this path, and it's an Emma Frost, who obviously is immune to poison in her diamond phase.
Okay. I go to
the far left. Okay. Yeah, you just stayed left the whole time.
I think there's just a tendency to want to just get the fight over with, and so I think that's going to be a little bit of the thing. What was the question? We were talking about
7-star rank 2 Shocker or Guardian, both unduped.
Shocker. I love Guardian, don't get me wrong, but although
I just said Guardian just because he can be duped from the crystal, whereas Shocker, we don't know how he's going to be able to be duped.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's actually a great point. Guardian is good without the dupe. Like what I'm going to show in my video, he's just Sig 20, which
doesn't give you that much at Sig 20.
Yeah, I don't think it gives me a material amount of anything, if I remember correctly.
It gives you a little bit of a lot of things.
I guess mine's 40, so the block proficiency is really nice.
40% bleed resist isn't bad.
Yeah.
If you're running like Coagulate and Suture or something like that.
I do think a lot of where you're really wanting to use Shocker. I mean, Shocker's great. Like, he's so much fun. That's why I set him first.
Yeah.
But like Battlegrounds, War, that sort of like competitive environment, you want him awakened, I think. So yeah, maybe Guardian. I think there's a good argument for both.
Yeah, I agree.
Adam, yeah, if anyone who has the ability to do Discord invites is on, I'd appreciate it. If not, I'll try to get it done in a minute. We're just gonna item, guys. I just kind of want to get this. I want to have fun with this. So I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna try to like do this itemless or not. Oh, thanks, Aiden. I didn't know you were there, but if we could just do 5 and have it, never expires, fine. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Actually, okay. This feels early to use it, so we'll restart just because it's loot. But I'm not going to be worried about items on this at all.
Yeah, once you get into the flow of this, you're gonna go faster than you think.
Yeah.
And that's what Stark Spidey does. Takes a little bit of time to ramp up, and then just hits very hard.
And you said you chose Stark Enhanced and Massacre?
Yes, I chose one of each. I believe neither of them need the Awakened ability as 7 stars. They both greatly benefit from it, but they don't need it.
Yeah, you immediately answered what I was about to ask. And that's because for both of them it's crit rate, right?
Correct, pretty much. There's certain things that, you get more combat power rate with Massacre, which is nice because you get to your special 2 quicker. And then for Stark Spidey, I think it's under 50% health, you get some type of benefit, whether it's block proficiency, maybe. You get more block proficiency, and above 50%, it's crit rate. Aiden, they have.
What's that?
He's saying his message has not been showing this stream. I've seen him a couple times throughout the stream.
Who?
Aiden.
Maybe go to live chat.
Oh my.
I'm just trying to figure out why a message would show it, or for some and not for others. If you do Night Trasher, you get a lot of prowess for King. Yeah, and I have no recollection on how to fight these Kings, like at all. But I got fuzz on. Honestly, we're here to have fun. Like, you know, it's all good. If I use,
this is the easiest path. It might not make the King the easiest, but by far, in my opinion, the easiest path.
Yeah, like I'm not looking to like spend Odins on this, but if we use all my items, I don't care. Like we weren't even going to do this today. It's just we finished the arena early, and I'm enjoying just hanging out. So that's all. But thank you. I do appreciate it. I know comments like that are attempts to be helpful, and I appreciate it a lot. You know, the poison's actually really helpful in this fight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for slowing down his regen.
Yeah.
Like, you only have one poise charge at the moment, and you're still chunking him down very fast.
Yeah, I noticed that. And, like, I don't fight a lot of Sabertooths these days.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I was actually not surprised that one of his specials caught me earlier.
Yeah, oh, it will, because he lunges at you when he throws them, too.
It used to be a terrifying fight for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, running into a special will definitely do that. Like, I don't remember if it was Sentinel or who it was, but maybe it was Sparky himself.
Well, I remember there used to be a Sabertooth in Act 6. It was on, like, No Retreat, and he was a tough Sabertooth.
Yeah.
Beginning. Yeah, we heard. I think we saw you talking about the 4 to 5 gems and sagas. I don't know about the tags. Maybe we did miss that.
Yeah, maybe we did miss some of Aiden's messages. I don't know why that would happen though. I mean, he's a full moderator for the channel. And I wait, but you know what? That I was surprised that Aiden was here. Because we saw him a lot early in the stream, and then I just assumed Aiden had headed out. So maybe we did miss some messages.
That is true. That's what I meant by I've seen his name in the chat throughout the whole stream, but yeah, not so much as of recently.
Oh. And Odie with the tough love. Odie. Have war rewards come out yet? Back to the important information.
I wish.
Jaeger's saying they're just seeing him too. That's weird. I'm gonna heal up a little bit.
Yeah, would you at least want to be above 50%?
Yeah.
So you get the extra crit rate.
Stink.
So this is the second most difficult fight on the path, pretty much just because you have to throw a special every 20 hits.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
So you will have to knock him down more than others.
And don't intercept him.
Yeah.
So that's like where this stuff gets, it's like, it's not even annoying. And it's like, this is supposed to be really tough. But it's like, oh man, I gotta think.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Hulkbuster comes in and just tears it up. It always makes me laugh when the relics do so much damage.
Oh yeah, because they're buffed by whatever buffs or crit rate or anything like that you have going on at the time. Like even in incursions, you can have a relic hit for like hundreds of thousands.
You know who's
I do have a work phone call I have to take real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course, but thanks for even being here at all. I appreciate it. Jay Maney, what's up, bud? That's Hot Butts. So hopefully you've seen some of my war videos this season, or you saw my Bullseye video that I just put out. This is the Hot Fuzz I'm talking about. He's a war planner and incredibly smart, skilled player. So he joined the call today. In my alliance, by the way. And question the 7-star 6 stones. You notice they had the pink colored. Yeah, so my understanding is that those are only available and usable on the champions that are part of like the event. Yeah, let us know if you have any other questions on that. But that's my understanding on them. So I think they'll have a tag and things like that. And based on questions earlier in the chat, I don't think those tags are in game. I guess we got the look actually. Probably so we can actually just answer that question. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're in game yet, which I imagine will happen with the update, or the forum posts did have the champions listed. They did have the champions listed. I remember going over them on the stream on Monday. OG Highlight, you've been here the whole time, man? I thought you headed out a bit ago. Aiden's saying that the tags seem to be war. Aiden's messages are showing up in a strange order. I don't not know what's going on. The only bonus to get outside of war is extra attack and health. Okay, that makes sense. And then Simula confirmed. He did it on Twitter, if I remember correct. Simula is a great Twitter follow. That the tag champions work in special quests, i.e. Mojo's. Dude, yeah, so we were talking about the earlier. I knew I had seen it. I just didn't know where I had seen it and if it was safe for me to show. But yeah, that's right. It was Simula that confirmed that Mojo and stuff, that will work in these extra quests. Thank you, Krishna. We've already started. Maybe it'll get brutal later, and that's fine. We'll just use items. I don't mind at all. But I appreciate you being helpful. Thanks for Ascension. Love your videos and your taking it. Thanks, J Michael. Appreciate it, bud. Or J Mania. Yeah, absolutely, bud. The whole idea is to hopefully get some knowledge out there and entertain at the same time if we can. No, think it'll always. Twitter will always hold a special place in my heart. I have never argued more fiercely with other people I don't know over meaningless stuff than I have on Twitter. And that will always hold a special place in my heart. I've never wasted more time getting extremely upset at other human beings or possibly robots than I have on Twitter. And as a result, it will always be Twitter to me. Oh, is he still switchable? Yeah, woo! You know that that's coming out when his buff goes live. Whatever we've got to do. We do not want our evade machine being switched by a simple light in the corner. So to continue story time, you got to go back a bit to have this make any sense. But it was when like Stark Spider-Man and Blade were running the world, MCoC world that is. War season started, and I wanted to up my war game. Like I think it was kind of like Stark Spider-Man, and I just kind of kept getting more into the game. But he was so good in a way that I could tell he was good, but I didn't know the game that well. I just kind of wailed my way and itemed my way through things. And I wanted to get better, and then War Seasons came out, and I loved War, just like I do still. And so a lot of new alliances and things like that were formulated. Reddit became a thing, or MCoC Reddit became something I was aware of. And Lagacy started a new alliance, and Prestige was a big deal. Blade was obviously the Prestige king at that time. And so I was tempted to join Lagacy's alliance. He's really nice, actually. I remember thinking, like, wow, he's really nice, not just some big jerk YouTuber. And then that's when I met DLL, though. I met DLL through the recruitment boards at Reddit. And I really hit it off with him a lot. And I knew my skills weren't that good. Like, I knew they weren't. And I think because of Lagacy's presence on... Actually, I know. Because of Lagacy's presence on YouTube, I thought, I don't think I'm going to be able to hang with these guys. And DLL seemed very open to teaching me. Like, because I was very honest. I was like, look, I'm not that good. Like, here are my fights. And he was very much like, all right, but you communicate well and you seem like you want to get better. And I was like, I do. Like, that's the whole point. Like, I want to try to learn this game really well. And essentially the rest is history. DLL and I have played... We've had some breaks, you know, like I've gone to chase some stuff via AQ or what have you. Or like I knew I wasn't performing in the way in war that the Alliance needed me to. So instead of having them kick me, I would just be like, I'm going to head out for a few seasons and try to get a little better at this game.
Or when you went on like a vacation. I remember that.
Yeah, there was definitely stuff like that. But I mean, I'm going back like, you know, early war season stuff.
Okay.
I forgot. He heals, Goblin heals when you well-time block him, right?
I have no idea how Goblin works. He's one of those champs that I just fight him and he eventually dies.
Yeah, I think it's his green. Yeah, it's
definitely the green. I just don't know how he gets them.
I think it's hitting his block, it looks like.
Yeah.
No, it's... Shoot, I don't know what the heck it is.
You're also getting very bad poison RNG, where this fight would be much better at the moment.
There we go, finally.
They're saying don't hit him when the orange eyeball is up, but he's almost down now, so you'll...
Don't hit him? So like right now it shouldn't... I mean, but...
Yeah, the fight's almost over. I'm guessing when the orange icon is up, every hit that you do after that gives him a chance to get the green.
Oh, which would explain why sometimes it felt like it was hitting into his block, sometimes it felt like it was just hitting him. What's up, Zode? How you doing, dude? How was BG season for you?
Muhammad, in my opinion, Kingpin benefits from his awakened ability more than Doom. But that's just my opinion.
What's the deal with keeping her out of diamond form?
Keep your power low when she's going over a bar of power.
It's weird. These feel like these are like 2019 problems.
So in this fight, you're gonna have to drop your power by throwing specials, which is gonna put her in debuff immune. This is a longer fight, but it'll be alright.
Yeah.
And then also, I don't think you can evade her specials, or at least her special one.
Yeah, it's got like a... I can't remember what it is. I think it might just flat out can't be evaded.
That could be it. And then you just have to hope when she's not in diamond form, you have good poison RNG. It's just an annoying fight.
And you said I throw my specials, right?
Yeah, you have to keep your power lower than hers. So like now hold block or like yeah, and then hopefully with her being now she's not debuff immune, you'll be able to get a couple poisons and do some actual damage. I would try to not let her throw a special one right away and like push her to SB2s when she's out of her diamond form.
Wow. That's a meaningful amount of damage into my block.
And then of course with her Sig ability, you do enough damage into her, she goes into diamond form. But yeah, you're getting the hang of this. She's starting to get down, you're controlling your power very nicely.
I thought she would kill me on that special. I was really surprised it didn't kill.
Oh yeah, and then after you knock her down, just don't hit her, because you're unnecessarily giving her power while she's debuff immune, so you can't get the poisons. So like when you have to drop your power with the special, just wait out the debuff immunity and then hit her.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, DL, what's up, bud?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, you're coming in quiet again. I can easily raise your volume. Is that the better route? Actually, I can't. I have you up as high as I can go.
Yeah, let me just raise the input this time.
There we go. That already started sounding a little better.
Much better.
YouTube apparently changed its layouts, and so I can't put chat where I used to and like have the actual video larger on my vertical monitor, and that's gonna really annoy me.
Any change is tough. Like when you, like, I don't know. I actually have like a new microphone and a new camera that I'm slowly setting up. I'm considering getting a vertical monitor to read chat a little better. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons why I haven't is just because I'm very used to the things I have now. And I do want to concentrate on trying to play well and the chat. And so just any sort of change just doesn't sound fun. But I hear you, I guess is my point.
Also, I'd very much +1 Rye in the chat. Shang-Chi goes special damage on offense, not crit. You didn't miss me, Aiden. I'm here.
Aiden's just, for whatever reason, Aiden's, God, this is really annoying. Aiden's messages have been coming in really weird. Like, odd timing. Like, he'll say it and then, like, it's pretty clear he typed something and then it shows up like 5 minutes later.
Funny.
Why did she? Oh, because I went over a bar.
Yep. Before she did.
Yeah.
I think that's how she works. I could be completely wrong. Just like the Green Goblin, a champ that I don't fight that often, so I don't really know all parts of her kit.
What I really enjoyed is how she refuses to let me poison her. That's been really fun.
Yep. That's the RNG aspect. Oh, you got a poison, now it's gone.
See, I'm getting not annoyed, but I'm getting to like where I'm like, I just want to end it, and so it's causing mistakes.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment and read chat, shall we? BG season was good till I got sick and dropped like a rock. Oh, dude, sorry, Zed. If I remember correctly, I saw you way up there at some point, like high celestial. Oh, Odie was the one explaining to us how to. Thank you, Odie. What's up, Pop Images? I see Rye being helpful. Yeah, it's public. It's very public. Which champ you created for next month, right?
Right.
Yeah. It'd be funny if now we just didn't say which champ it was. Or it's like it's public. That's it. It's the Serpentine one. The Serpentine, right? The Serpent. He looks cool, man. Like, I saw the photo of him, and I was like, it and I mean this in a good way. It is like, I feel like Disney villain, like,
Yeah.
in a good way. Like, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. No, I'm very happy with him. I very much agree with the Disney villain thing. I called that out like very early on in our art process.
Yeah.
I was like purple and green everywhere.
I mean, that's I can't even think of who that it's I can't think of her name. It's the Cinderella villain, right?
Yeah, the witch, right? That turns into the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of Shan Yu, there's a little bit of Maleficent, there's a little bit of Jafar.
Maleficent, thank you.
It's fantastic.
And then the like his body type and style reminds me of the guy from Beauty and the Beast, the bad guy.
Dude, is that why I was like
Gaston.
I kept thinking Beauty and the Beast, but I was like, no, there's no villain that looks like that. But I was like, very much Beauty and the Beast is where it immediately went.
A swole triangle of a man.
That's cool.
It's not a ballad, Jaeger. Gaston is a drinking song. Come on.
Could it be both? Is that possible? Could it be a crossover?
Yes, but not this time. It's not nearly Celtic enough.
I think I saw
The villain from
JJ.
How to Train Your Dragon. I buy that as well.
What's up, JJ?
And I'm pretty sure Serpent's gonna be cosmic, correct?
Yeah.
Somebody, Misery asked that.
This Emma is really starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
So when she does get out of diamond form, don't knock her down with a special right away.
But damage.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't even care. We're going for it. I don't care. I don't care. I really was like, I don't care if I send her red. I don't care. I'm getting in some damage. And Hulkbuster's like, I got you. I got this for you, little fella. I got you.
Need Karate Mike's favorite gif of the auto punching glove. Boom, 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 boom. Go to sleep.
So make sure you skip choice node.
Okay. All right, I meant it when I said I literally have no recollection of these fights at all, except for, isn't there like a time slowdown mechanic?
That's the
Not in
next
this one.
Beautiful.
So this one, when you dex his special one beams, you gain power. When you take them on the block, you lose power. So you kind of manipulate your power by doing that, and you have to either throw the special, that prompt he's giving, and or be at that power threshold when the timer runs out.
Oh, I remember this fight now. Shoot, and I remember that there was like a bit of a strategy that I figured out like by the time I was done doing it. As far as like the timing, like there was like a whole. He'll ask you to throw your special 3, or he won't. I don't remember.
He will. He'll ask
At the
you to.
end, yeah.
Yeah. So there's 0 bars of power, which is obviously let that timer finish without throwing a special and being below 1 bar.
Yeah.
1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar. And then if you want to pause the timer, you just have to knock him down with a heavy.
Okay, and it was letting it hit my block was to lose power.
Yes. So like right now you need to throw a special 2 before that timer runs.
So Sparky is not exactly fun to use in this. Oh no, that's cool. See, that's fun because now I'm at 2.
Yep. And now you need to drop your power and use 0. I would try not to push him to special 2s this entire fight if you can.
What's a little confusing is, do I want to be at 3 bars or 0 bars right now?
0.
Okay.
The gray, they're both gray, so I can't even say that. The one that's ticking down is the one you want to be doing. So now it's 3.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm not gonna make it to 3. No, that's why the evade is there. Got it. I remember. I'm remembering this fight now.
So you wanted to actually throw that special 1.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is what I'm saying though, and I should probably give up on trying to remember it and just be more elementary about the fight. I recall there being I had figured out some strategy that felt really efficient to me, and I'm not going to remember it. Where I kind of hung out between 1 and 2 bars of power a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm never going to remember it.
So I know if you don't complete the prompt, you take unavoidable damage for no reason.
Which is bad.
Correct. So that's when, like, if you have to get to a special 3 and you're on like 0 power, maybe throwing in a heavy to pause it is the right thing to do.
Why did you say don't let him throw his special 2?
Just because you don't get the power, I don't think, from dexing it.
Okay. This is a nice initial prompt because it allows me to build my poise.
Oh. Yep, that just means hit him.
Yeah, I've done enough boss fights where I know that what wounded means.
No, I wasn't expecting that one to come up either.
No way I'm making it to 3.
If you push him over 1 bar and then are able to full dex it, you possibly can.
I didn't do it fast enough.
And his Spidey evade can actually be a problem sometimes when you want to take hits on the block, then it naturally evades for you.
Speak of the devil.
And you might be in the phase where specials cost half. So that's the second phase of this fight. I'm not sure if you got to it yet or not. You did. Yep, so you can just immediately throw that L1.
How long am I special locked for? This doesn't feel very nice.
Yeah, that was the main reason I don't like pushing into SP2.
This isn't fun. So the special 2 special locks and power locks you?
Yep.
It's not very nice at all.
So this is the hardest phase other than the final phase. The next phase is actually pretty simple,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Is
This one's tough because like getting to 0 bars of power when your specials only cost half is tough.
Yeah, that felt like a war fight where I'm like, I don't know how. I can tell what's wrong. I don't know how to fix it though. We're doing all right though. I'm fine. Abdo's here. Abdo, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here, bud. And Jay Will. They say
MSD.
They say it's true. If you stream long enough, people will eventually show up. What's up, MSD? If you bucket or get hit, yes. He's obviously answering a question.
That's about the SP2. If it power locks you and power.
Oh, so if you fully evade it, then you're fine.
Correct.
Got it. All right. Together we'll do this. Together we'll get through it, though. We'll see what
You'll
happens.
be 1 step closer to a 7-star Stark Spidey, Masacre, or Spidey 2099.
So I'm really lucky because I truly don't know who I'm going to
So
pick.
you want to, instead of building poise, start hitting him, yeah, so you can get up to that 2nd bar.
Yeah. See, like right there, I wanted to block the second hit.
You want to block the 2nd hit and then dex the 3rd, unfortunately.
But Spidey said no. What was I saying? I was saying something. I don't even remember what it was.
I'm not sure.
Don't feel like I'm getting in good runs here.
Well, what stinks is he's auto evading, and so what I would after this special 3 try to throw 2 SP1s in a row to get to 0 bars of power.
Yeah. It's like I can't lose power though. Like.
So actually, what I would suggest is don't build up poise charges at the start of the fight, because that's what ramps your auto evade up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to not do that.
You want to be able to take blocked hits from the SP1 to lose power.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, MSD, go ahead, man. I mean, yeah, definitely, especially if you have like advice or something.
He can probably explain this fight much better than I can.
No, Fuss, Dick, honestly, you're doing great. Like you're doing great. I truly meant it. Like if we could use all the items I have, and I am fine. I am A-okay. What's up, Boris? Okay, so I won't build up. Hey, MSD, what's up, bud? Did you have any?
Hey, howdy.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah, of course.
Did you have some advice?
Yeah, so phase 2 specifically, especially when he calls out having 1 bar of power, throwing your special 2 will get you to the threshold of 1 bar of power. And because you're throwing the special he doesn't want you to throw, the timer is going to keep ticking down. Because the specials cost half power, you use 2 bars, but you only really spent 1. So the whole name of the game here is you either want to use the special he says to throw, or have enough power to throw that special. So whenever he says throw, either if it's a special 1 or if it's a special 2, using that special attack will cut your power in half. So it'll allow you to survive the timer and move on to the next power threshold.
And then, are you like holding block or something to try to make him not throw his special? Like that's part of.
It really depends on like what he starts out prompting. If he says like go for 3 immediately, you really just have to push him to that special 1 as fast as you can and get it off. And then from there, I don't know if in the first prompt it shows what the next upcoming one is, but if it does, if it's a if it's a higher number, like if it's 2, don't really bait a special at all. He's already thrown his special, and you're gaining power over time. So if he does prompt you to throw a special 2 right after a special 3, just kind of wait, maybe hit him once or twice. Don't push him to a bar of power, because the auto evade is going to mess you up if you're trying to power drain yourself.
Yeah. And
just kind of build up power a little bit by hitting him just a couple of times. And in phase 2, you gain power over time. You have a passive power gain. So just kind of waiting for that to trigger on its own is going to help kind of maintain the pace and the flow of the fight, rather than just like hitting him and continuously baiting special attacks and being all over the place with your power bar. It would be better if you just kind of take it one step at a time and do it that way, rather than just kind of going special, bait special, hit him, just like being very aggressive.
Okay. Well, I'll try to put that into practice. I appreciate it. I realize there's extra steps now too. I did share my screen if you guys are interested in that.
Okay, cool.
Would you also agree, like, don't build my poise in the beginning?
Yeah, don't worry about that, because when you dex his special attacks and when you just bait his dashes when you're not trying to build power, you're going to be building poises anyway. So I wouldn't worry about it too much.
That it sounds like the special that he's going to request after the special that's current is actually what that second grayed out number is. It's actually first as you read left to right, but it's the second one. It's like it's telling me what's on deck.
It's telling you what's coming next. So the timer that's ticking down is the one you're worried about right now.
Yeah,
but he's
yeah,
giving
yeah,
you a
yeah.
heads up as to this is what's coming right after.
This is like, honestly, this feels like a dream, like or like remembering a dream. Like I remember, I'm like, no, there's a strategy, and I'm not going to pick it up today. I'm sure I won't, but I remember this. Maybe you did a walkthrough video on this. I tend to watch those when you do them for a boss fight like this, and it's like, I recall getting the rhythm, but it took me probably every single attempt to finally get there. So, what else? We'll have fun. I appreciate you guys all being here.
You got this.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1
Okay,
and
this
then
is
0.
literally the perfect setup. Use your special 1, and then all you have to do is not really hit him at all.
Well, I lucked into that.
That works too.
Man, that bandage emblem on him really showed up at the right time.
Alright, so now you want to dump your power. You gotta just like get rid of it as quickly as you can. And if you can't do it for the 0 power, just wait and get to a special 3.
So, dude.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
This heavy's really messing me up. You can't. I just punished it, right? And I didn't wait for.
You can punish it. You just have to be fast.
Yeah. So that's not good.
No.
That was really bad. Are we still in the second phase?
Yes. Third phase, you're going to be constantly power draining. It's actually easier, in my opinion, the third phase.
I believe so. Just again for reference, in his walkthrough videos on this, MSD specifically calls out: do not just think you're gonna remember how to fight King. Like refamiliarize.
100%.
Like this is literally what he calls out in his video not to do. It's like, make sure you refamiliarize yourself. This was. This is like when you're out with your buddies and it's like 1 a.m. and you're like, we should probably go to bed. And someone's like, nah, let's do one more thing. All right, here we go. All right.
Okay, so 0. This is the perfect time. You can build poise here and not worry about it. So try not to hit him that much. You can hit him obviously a few times, but you want 0 power here. And then right after this, hit him, get him to a special 1, bait it, and then you'll have 3 bars. And don't forget that if you hit him with a heavy attack, you pause the timer.
So throw this special 3 right away.
And then right after, you'll probably be able to throw a special 1 immediately. Yeah, so now just right into a special 1. Perfect.
And, yep.
I'm not gonna learn about the special 2. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's good. You're fine. You should have
fine.
time.
Especially because you heavied.
Yeah, you'll actually be good here because you're gonna have 2 bars, and then I think by the time the power drain expires, you can use your special.
Oh wow, he gains the power while you're power locked.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that just.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it.
I did not know that part of the fight.
That wasn't very nice of him.
Well, you've completed a phase. That works.
Yeah, baby.
There you go. All right.
All right, so
All
now
part
you're
of the plan.
constantly going to be powered. It's the same fight, Except specials don't cost half,
Okay.
and you're constantly being power drained.
Oh man.
One more thing about this phase. You want to alternate your combo ending attacks, because if you do the same combo ender, you drain 50% of a bar of power. So you can use that intentionally to like push yourself below a special 3, but ideally you end on a medium, you end on a light, or just don't end your combo. That works too. But if you're like trying to get to a bar of power or 2 bars of power, don't end the next combo on the same attack you ended the previous combo.
All right, and for everyone watching at home, this is literally what MSC said not to do in his video. Do you remember? Did you do a walkthrough of this fight specifically? Yeah, anyone that's on call, but I know MSD tends to do the walkthroughs. Not
of this fight specifically. I remember calling out in my Arena Challenge video.
Yes.
To go over this fight like extensively, and not just run into it and say like, oh yeah, it's Kang, it's fine, no big deal.
Yeah.
But I didn't make a specific like guide.
I just, like I heard all that. I've shouted out your walkthrough on the Karina Challenge video multiple times. And when I watched it, I just felt like you were trying to kind of subtly between the lines say like, Vega, not you though. Like make sure you live stream it and don't listen to what I'm saying, right?
That was a subconscious goal. I'm glad you picked up on it.
I got a question for the room and for the chat.
Yeah, what's up?
Leaving aside characters like America Chavez that have an obvious heavy bias, who do you find particularly annoying to bait out their special 1 and or 2?
So we can't say Mysterio.
Zemo is on my list,
right?
Yeah, Mysterio is a no-go.
A lot of double medium champions on their first medium attack, so like Tigra, Silk. It's the spacing of the dash back from the initial medium makes it difficult because it puts you in an awkward position sometimes. Shocker, I think, is another one. His just entire attack model is just so weird, and he'll come at you with like 4 different light attacks at once, and you don't know what to do, and it's kind of hard to get a special out of him sometimes.
I don't know how to be able to deal with that one, because I think that's more his basics, but I'll write it down and think about it.
What?
I'm
Okay.
trying to think of others. I'll worry about that later. So right now, Vega, if you want to use a special one, you can, but you're at the perfect position right now to just
get
next time.
Get obliterated. Get obliterated. I'm trying to figure out why SSX guys are showing up saying to read Alliance chat.
It's not that important.
No, it's not.
I pulled up line and I have 662 unread messages.
The lads are getting randy. Don't worry about it.
Did War Rewards come out?
No.
No, and it's not even Friday.
No wonder that's some amped up. There's some amped up juice going on, man. Like guys are like, I need my War Rewards. I'm gonna have to open up some crystals, which is fine. Oh, the things.
Hey, Mike.
The things MCoC has us do.
Right, but I'm explicitly asking you to leave out that variable, Pablo.
All right, here we go. I remember when this stream started, I was like, we're going to do a nice little hour and a half stream, maybe do a little arena, see what X-Magica is all about. And here we are. Here we are. All right. It was just supposed to be a 3-hour tour. Literally none of the guys on call know what I'm talking about when I said 3-hour tour, did you?
I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it today because I just had to delete a 30 gigabyte library and re-import everything. Things are breaking.
That sounds fun.
It's so fun.
That sounds like a good time. Yeah. No one in the chat. Thank you, Stink. Someone. Thank you. Here we go.
Yeah, Aiden Heimdall has a heavy bias for sure. I'm counting him.
So it's going to be 1?
Yes. Then 3.
Yeah. And if you knock him down with a heavy attack, you pause the timer.
Shoot, I'm not going to make it. And I messed up the evade. So you gotta throw the...
No, you got it perfectly. That's
Yeah.
what I meant about the power drain. You have to like hit into it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did it perfectly.
No, the first 2 hit, so I wasn't expecting it. Even though you said it, it's just I hadn't remembered, you know?
So 2, then 0. And you can also get your relic for a free heavy knockdown.
And the relic is going to be very nice for phase 4.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, no, now I don't want him to throw it. All right, buddy.
Yeah, that's totally okay, right? This is a good list of champions already. I don't need all of them.
Nice.
Come on, dude. I messed it up. All right.
You're getting the hang of it, though. I can tell.
Yeah. I felt the flow there. I felt it. The force was working through me. Noops is here? Who's the third person on call? That all depends on who's first.
I'm
That's a
assuming
great
Snoops
response.
knows my voice by now.
Yeah, it's probably me. Top fuzz.
Come on, guys. We could have done that who's on first joke for at least another 5 minutes.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Fuzzykins. All right. I felt like that was the first. That was the first attempt where I actually felt like I knew what I was doing.
Beautiful.
There we go. That's exactly what you want to do. And now just, you can bait a special, and use your power immediately.
Yep.
And then you're good.
And then the next one is 3.
He might go into the next wounded. Oh no, he has one more. Okay. I think it's 6 power charges.
That heavy's throwing me for a loop. Like, I think I'm getting it, and I just don't. Ah.
Okay, this is fine. Just bait this special 1, use your special 2, and you're good. You send him into wounded.
Messed up the evade, so I gotta reset it.
Oh, good. There you go.
Nice.
Alright, this
And
should wound him.
you have pretty good poise. Yep. Hasn't crit once.
Of course.
Come on, King. Throw it, dude. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, you can use this special 2 and then basically immediately go into a special 1 right after. If you knock him down with a heavy here, you pause. Oh, you got plenty of time.
No,
You're good.
it's needed. Nice.
There we go, dude. Alright, you're getting the hang of it. And just chill, build poise here. If you want, you don't even need to. You have 8 already, so.
I would relic into a heavy. Here.
Yep. Beautiful.
Still need to alternate my combo.
Yes.
Bad time for an auto evade.
Yeah. All right, one more wounded phase, you'll get him into the last phase of the mat fight.
That, you know, that came up on the stream yesterday, and did I miss a a parry there, or actually I was trying to, I don't remember what I was trying to do, but I did not expect Spider-Man to evade. Why did he evade?
I think his is just a random chance, right? He can.
Yeah, he has an inherent 3% evade chance, and it's boosted by 7% with the SIG. And when you're below 50% health, it goes up by 7. So
See, that's what I thought, and I probably didn't explain myself well because I said it yesterday when we were going over the Nightcrawler, or maybe it was 2 years going over the Nightcrawler buff, and Campo was like, "No, that's been removed from the game," or like I probably didn't explain it well, or he didn't understand me because I mean, Campo is like he knows a ton about this game. All right, cool. It is what it is. What's up, Casey? Thanks for being here. They missed the Who's on first series and they missed the Gillen's Island. Oh, wait, what? You're right. You're right. All right. This is I really love the feeling when you finally understand a fight. Like, it becomes legitimately fun. Like, those last 2 attempts were fun.
Yeah.
You know?
No, this is a great fight.
Yeah.
And I think the next king is even better.
I will actually watch a video.
You don't have to do that today. But
Yeah, no.
It's a fun fight.
This is all we're doing today.
there you go.
Uh-oh, I thought I would get to...
Good, you're going to be there right now. Just don't hit him again.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Now, if you can use a heavy here, or at some point, that'd be nice, but you might not even need it.
Has he become stun immune, or is my gameplay starting to go?
No, I don't think he's stun immune, but I could be wrong.
No, he's not
It
sending.
might be. Okay.
I think my gameplay is starting to just go, and that's understandable. We've been streaming for a while, but I can tell that
You should be able to get him down here.
you can tell when like you're it's you, it's not the game.
A whole 1% away.
You'll get him with a special too. You might not even need it. You might just do it from the basic combo.
Whoa, where'd all my power
There you
go?
go.
All right.
Now what?
So this is the last phase. Try to get to special 3 before he does.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Just it's a race to
Stay
special
close
3.
to him.
And he's been unblockable.
Closer.
Yep.
Yeah, he's unblockable. So the closer you are to him, the more power you gain, and you essentially just have to hope he doesn't throw the special before you do.
What?
Yep, that's kind of annoying. I should have told you earlier, try to save your relic.
Yeah, relic is super important here.
And so is hitting him a bad idea because he's power gaining and gaining power from a combat power?
The way a lot of us did this when it actually came out is literally just eating a full combo to win that race.
The problem here is it's a 5-star Stark enhanced spider.
I know.
So
Do you have any health boosts?
You heal all the way to full, you might survive a 5-hit.
So just let him... What the hell just happened?
You don't necessarily have to do it. It's possible that the striker will be enough, but it's going to take a while to charge it.
Yeah, I don't think he gets to a striker.
I mean, I really don't want to use a 20% health boost. And I'd prefer not to spend... Oh, you know what I could do?
Go to your crystals real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I just went to the wrong bar. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. No, maybe it was.
That was the right one.
Yeah, thank you. My question though was I giving him power by hitting him on top of his natural power gain?
I believe so.
So you want to be close to him without hitting him.
Well, I mean, if you can do that, sure, but I think you build power yourself while hitting him. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of just you want to get lucky enough that he doesn't throw a special 3 before you.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
maybe it was the game and not me.
Oh.
Because I was like, I think I'm starting to go. Like, just little parries and things that I wasn't intending were happening. Oh, Aiden, this is, again, like, thank you, Aiden. So going way back in the stream, guys, when we were doing the arena, this is good. And it makes sense to me. I think, dude, having to log in and do if it's really just 2 rounds of arena, that's absurd. Good and are to the player benefit. That is such a small ask, I think. But to log in, the objectives reset daily. Like, that's really how this is going to work out. I think
the worst thing about objectives like this is that because they don't expire, you have to clear them. There isn't a timer on them.
Let me finish this fight, and then
yeah.
I curious because I think maybe I'm using the wrong terms, and so it's causing me to misunderstand a little bit. All right. Let's do this. All right, we're all boosted up. I'm prepared to get punched in the face. I mean, I should just let him punch me in the face. That's what we're saying here. Yeah.
I am not saying that, but it is a strategy.
All right, here we go. Just let him punch you in the face.
It is one of these strategies that you can use.
Oh my god, he's doing so much damage!
Don't crit. Hit him.
Okay, just be close, okay? Hit him, throw it.
Nice, and you got the mini game, but I think it's only going to do 1%.
What? Are you
didn't have any poise?
You gotta do this again.
You didn't have any poise.
You guys are kidding me. Is he going to start over?
Nope. Just keep hitting his block.
You almost have a relic? Never mind.
I thought that was it.
They just do that one more time. Then
It is... I think this is a very well-designed fight overall. The fact that the special 3 doesn't auto-kill in the last phase is the one thing that I think is an outright mistake.
So wait a minute. If I had poise built up,
Yes.
You don't have to. This was just I just didn't do enough damage with the special 3.
Correct.
Oh my god. Okay.
And that's because you didn't, unfortunately, have the opportunity to build poise.
Yeah. All right. That's that.
So, like, if you can go into this final phase with poise and a relic, it's a very easy phase.
right.
I was definitely, was it Leon Lett? I was definitely celebrating my touchdown, like at the 5-yard line, and Kang was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not done." That was awesome. I was like, "Why isn't he dead?" All right, come on, Kang. It was actually really nice of him to do like a 3-hit combo and then back out. Ooh, he's not as nice this time.
Oh, all right, don't let him hit you again.
Okay,
Nice,
okay.
You got this.
You're good. You got it. You got
You
it.
got it. Good job.
Are you sure he'll die? Are you guys
Yes,
sure?
I am positive.
100%.
Because you
Yeah,
even
you
have
just-
1 poise.
Somehow.
Yeah. It was very kind to him not to 5-hit combo. He did a 4 and then I think a 2. Dude, you guys know, you guys assigned me in war. We're like, we need someone who's going to take this in the face. And I'm like, I'll boost big. I can do it. I can do it, coach. And what do I get for my trouble? Let's see. Oh, that's cool. That really is a cool emoji. People spammed it against me in Battlegrounds, and kind of like, I'm enjoying this. So, we're gonna get a selector of some sort. I believe I already have all these champions.
It's max sig crystal and some ISO pretty much.
Well, I might as well.
Oh, get Sigs in Black Widow. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll get that done.
And you can claim your Deathless King Groot piece.
That's cool. I actually need to go back and do the final challenge to get the Deathless Gilly.
Just make sure you do the... What's the one where you get the 2-star Zemo before you do the other one?
That's the Avengers one.
Yeah,
okay.
Make sure you get the Avengers one before you do the Zemo one.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I probably wouldn't do that without someone like yourselves on call to, help out and whatnot. Seriously,
that was my favorite one. Was the Avengers quest?
All three of you guys,
I absolutely love that.
Thank you for jumping on call. Like I'm very blessed and fortunate to have such smart and skilled friends who are also willing to share their time and help out. So thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. And I appreciate you all sticking around. I know this was supposed to be the X-Magica thing, which does sound amazing. The look on my face was more because we streamed for, well, it looks like almost 3 hours when I was intending to do like an hour and a half at the most. Since you all stuck around, let's at least open up a 7-star. I will include this in my... I'll include this in my war openings because I had said I was going to do 2. And so I do want to do 2 for anyone who is willing to watch it. But we'll open one now. And this was fun. Thank you, Justin. Really appreciate it. We tend to have a lot of fun on my streams. We take the game. Yeah, it's just like my channel. The art of taking fun seriously. So skilled enough, knowledgeable enough. Want to joke around, have fun, get knowledge shared. And then like I said, I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of friends in this game who know it in these exceptionally high levels. Like we've got like Hall of Famers on call today. And they are willing to help out and share their knowledge. So we have a lot of fun. All right, we're opening this up. I will include this in the war video because I had promised a duel, but we just did this Spider-Man challenge there for the CCP after a really fun stream. So want to do it all. Have fun with everybody. I want to awaken Spot. He's not the best champion in the Crystal, in my opinion, but he's the one I want. If I awaken him, we will immediately rank 2. And then there's a lot of other awakened champions I would love to get. I would immediately R2 my Kindred too if I was able to awaken them. So here we go. Lots of possible wins. Would love to get them. Here we go.
Wow.
Yes!
That's awesome. That first time?
That is awesome. Instant rank 2. I'm a big fan. Like, I actually enjoy this champion. I want to dive more into playing them offensively. I know they're not the fastest, but they're good for people who face block like me. They're very hard to kill when you use them. And I personally think, like, I mean it when I say...
Hang on to that energy for another week. It's going to be really important.
Okay, thank you. That is ominous. That is ominous to hear. But like, I mean it when I say like, and I've said it a lot of times, Photon and Kindred feel to me like these really cool puzzles that a designer has put a lot of time into. And if you figure them out, you can have a really good shot against them. But if you make a gameplay error, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you or at least take a lot of your health. And I really enjoy that. So I short a Spot. That was my number one ask.
That's a fantastic pull.
Yeah, straight to rank 2. Look at that. Go get him.
Adi says he's actually a pretty damn good attacker at rank 2 as well.
I believe it. Like it was. I don't know if Grass is hanging out anymore. I haven't seen Grass type in a bit. But Grass took Kindred to war. Grass plays at a good level. Grass is a good player. And Kindred was pretty impressive. Like, the excitement you're seeing is genuine. I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I am tired. But I am feeling very energized right now. I am feeling very energized. Oh, baby. Kindred. I'm pumped. I'm pumped up. Yeah, I'm going to obviously finish doing the level up. Literally everyone, thank you, Mike Hill, for the generous donation. Thank you, Big Evil. Hopefully you're still here for the generous donations. Thank you, everyone in chat. I mean, some of these names were here 3 hours ago when we started. And of course, as always, to my incredibly delightful, friendly, knowledgeable friends who are willing to share their knowledge. Hot Fuzz, you've been here the whole time, bud. Thank you so much. MSD, you know I love when you step on call and share these things. Everyone, go make sure you go and see the guides MSD has put out. I will continue to use them throughout my CCP challenge. And DLL, you know I love you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Let's go. That's when you say bye.
I said have a good one. I said it. I whispered it. I whispered it.
Take care,
I was trying
everybody.
to keep that ominous sound.
I love it. I love it. See you guys. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.